Greetings and welcome to Nature Check's Arda Campaign, the show where you come for the game and stay for the science. It's our first Arda stream of 2023. Yay! Hi, I'm Sheryl. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Dungeon Master for the Arda Campaign. I'm also a PhD candidate studying ecology at the University of Illinois at Chicago. And when I'm not doing research, I'm also a science communicator, and you can find me on the internet as the Roving Naturalist. And also, I'm a player in the current D&D campaign over on The First Watch. Next, there's Peter.
Oh man, I totally, as soon as you started talking, I was like, oh, I forgot we do introductions. It's been 3 months. I'm even less prepared than I normally am.
My favorite part of the whole thing.
My name's Peter. In real life, people pay me to do horticultural research with bugs and crops and high tunnels and sustainable agriculture. So if you want me to yell at you about organic vegetables, hit me up on social media. And if you want to look at pictures of bugs that I took, also hit me up on social media. I use my name, which is Peter Coffee, as my handle on those things. Here, I play Cedric. Cedric is a dwarven cleric, and we both use he, him pronouns.
Flawless. Then there's Cindy.
Hi, I'm Cindy, she, her. I'm a science enthusiast with no other exciting projects going at the moment, but here I'm playing Nautia, the water method druid. I almost made it. I almost did.
Wait, didn't you just wrap your other podcast? Isn't that?
Oh, yeah.
So if you like political mockumentaries, you should go check out the Hulu show Battleground and then go check out our podcast about it called Did You Win, which is anywhere you can find podcasts from Voxwell Productions.
There you go. And then there's Nancy.
Hello, my name is Nancy. I'm an entomologist, which means I study bugs, and I live in Quito, Ecuador, where I conduct my own personalized eco tours of everything that Ecuador has to offer, which is literally everything. Here on the great continent of Arda, I play Kay. She's a roguish young woman. She's an asthma with an umbrella, not afraid to use it. And our pronouns are she, her.
We're back.
We're back. I feel like I can do Kay's intro better than I can do mine, because at least it's consistent every time, and I'm like, yeah, I know what she's gonna say next.
we should do that.
I should make a note.
You should introduce Nancy, and she can introduce you.
Figure out. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Next session. Switch it up.
Yeah. All right, well, it's been a while, so I'll remind all of you out there in audience land that you can hang out with us in the chat, use your channel points to help the PCs or create chaos by having me roll on the wild magic table, and you can check the reference section down below for the social media handles for the whole Nature Check cast, as well as a link to our Discord and our updated streaming schedule. We've already had one shot in 2023, as well as one Nature Chat, and there will be more of those, plus video game streams and other exciting things coming in the future. So please check out the schedule, which you will also be able to find on our social medias, like the Instagram and the Twitters. You also know that you can find the video recordings of our games on our YouTube channel and the audio versions on all podcast platforms. And with that, I will roll the intro. We're back. Extortion tracker
Mhm.
is what they've got going on in the background.
Yep.
The intro is never quite long enough for the hijinks going on behind the scenes.
I feel like you either gotta make it shorter or longer. I feel like
Talk to Ryan. He's the one who made the music. We'll just loop it a few times. All right. Well, it's been like a month and a half. No, more. It's been like 2 months since we played this. So I'm sure everybody would like to know.
I forgot how.
Yeah. What are these weird shaped
are.
rocks I've got?
Look at this rock. Look at how weird it is.
What are we doing?
Why does it got numbers on
It's
it?
only the start of the 4th year of this campaign. No big
Where
deal.
are my dice?
Where are your dice? Well, you can figure that out while I give everybody a recap so we remember what we're doing. You've been traveling the far north of Arda by foot ever since you had to leave the Guerre Lady behind for fear the ice in the ocean would trap or damage her. Your hike through the tundra has been pretty eventful so far, with a fight against a strange and extremely hot centipede creature, to being buried in an avalanche, to meeting Bjarta, the Muskin who guided you to the saddle between the Cesar Mountains. It is there that you found another temple to Obathai and Alana, but this one was occupied by a small community of Muskin and a white unicorn named Atil. Unfortunately, the situation turned out to be too good to be true, as Kay had already had a dream indicating Atil was not what they appeared, and Cedric supported the group's suspicions by using magic to discover that Atil was in fact evil. Atil confronted you and attempted to kill you as heretics, but you won the battle without injuring any Muskin, and proved that Atil was some sort of demonic creature by the black ichor that flowed forth from their wounds. Afterwards, you were finally able to enter the ceremony room, where you put snow in the troughs and found some useful magic items. It is now late afternoon on Oladamum, the 19th day of Palarun, and you were still in the ceremony room last I remember. So, what would you like to do now? Don't say cry. You always say cry.
We're now taking notes.
Oh, now you're taking notes. You can also say hello to Qui-Gon Bowers.
Whoa,
We've missed
back.
you. You're
Welcome
back.
I would like to sob.
That
Oh, how original.
You were not specific.
synonyms.
On
They'll
brand.
get you every time.
Every time.
So we're still in the room, like, 'cause basically the Muskin we're like, go have anything you want out of this room. Please take some stuff. Please, please, please. It's totally fine. Take some stuff. We want you to take the stuff. And we were like, okay. And so we went in the room and we got some stuff. And
Yes, and
that's
it was
where we're at
basically, yeah, like Olaf was, Cedric had been trying to impress upon Kay because she maybe was missing the finer points of this, but Olaf was, understandably having a crisis of faith, so he was maybe a little more blue than usual, but his basic response was like, yeah, Muskin people had given those items to Atil as, like, offerings, and Atil had told them that they had just, disappeared or, been, sort of like magically absorbed, but in fact Atil had been stockpiling some sort of little hoard in the ceremony room. So the Muskin were basically like, yeah, please take whatever we had already given them as offerings and, you saved them, so you can have stuff.
Well, I'm going to take the Vest of Resistance, which is a sweater vest we've established. And I assume
Excellent.
a sweater vest made out of muskin fur, right? Because that's what they make everything out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So it's like, I'm going to say gray. Because they come in gray, right? Gray.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's just of resistance in general.
Yeah. Plus
Yeah,
one
yeah.
to all saving throws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could totally check out. A good heavy felt. Yeah.
Yeah. Makes me, because it's a sweater vest, so I'm like, it's like, it's not impeding my dexterity, right? That's important. It's a practical garment.
I like that you have this, like, the Raptorian clothes and your studded leather armor and this sweater vest and a bunch of other, like, muskin, like, winter outerwear. It's quite the fashion statement.
Yeah, I definitely, and I picture the Raptorian clothes as being like linen, like flowy kind of stuff. So it's like my base layer is like terrible for the North, and I was just like, this is fine.
I feel like I had a college professor that dressed this way.
Oh no!
Flowy linen clothes and then like
Sweater
a
vest.
wool cloak and a wool vest.
Yeah.
And then like leather armor in between. Yeah. It's very.
Oh yeah,
it's very shaping.
I had one sociology prof who may have done that.
It's a statement.
I could see him
Yeah.
doing that.
Yeah, the
He was amazing. He was great.
the studded leather does a lot for my gut. And then I'm taking the bracers of Quick Strike too. So
Cool.
to round out the leather, felt, linen. I feel like a very druid costume of all natural materials. Yeah.
And your dark
Maybe I'll
shields?
multi-class.
Oh.
Oh yeah, my wooden shield. Yeah.
Yeah,
My metal
Dang.
hammer is the only thing that I got.
a dwarfen like
Yeah, you don't even look like a
non-metal-
dwarf anymore.
Hey,
Wow.
that is offensive.
Gasp.
Yeah, that's
Especially
that's
because I had my
hostile.
beard burned off
Right?
recently, so I'm
Yeah.
pretty sensitive
It
about
wasn't
pretty
it.
even
Right now.
sensitive
burned
about
off.
it,
It was like
remember?
magicked off, and then you had the rest of
Yeah.
it shaved off, so it would be even. So yeah,
Wait, it was magicked off? I thought it was like acid.
by the monsters on the ship when Stominella
They
lost
licked
her
you.
head
Face
hair.
eating monsters?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cedric tried to block it out because it was
Yeah. Oh, man.
traumatizing.
Yeah, and then Claude
Yeah.
shaved the rest of your beard on the ship's deck so that you wouldn't have like weird patches.
Yeah.
And then it got sunburned.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
we remember
feel like
what
at this
happens.
point- Yeah, it
Important
was
details.
sunburned on the boat, and then I guess I assume we got sunburned again because of all the snow,
Yeah,
right? All that like
probably.
yeah. So
Yeah.
my face is just peeling right now. Just
Is there like
contractedly
ye old
peeling.
and sunscreen? There must be ye old sunscreen.
I think
Hats.
it's just mud on your face.
I don't know. It's when sunscreen became a thing.
All right, well,
Doing a
you guys-
Google.
yeah.
I mean, it mostly would have been just shading.
Let's find out.
the earliest form of sunscreen was created by Franz Grater in 1938, and then Benjamin Green in 1944, who used a mixture of cocoa butter and red veterinary petroleum to protect his skin from the sun.
Bleh.
Yeah. But I mean, like the native peoples in North America were like doing like sunglasses and things like that.
Right. Yeah.
Forever ago.
The JAMA Dermatology Network has an article called "The History of Sunscreen." The first record of sun protection began with the Egyptians, who used ingredients such as rice bran, jasmine, and lupine. Though they did not understand the harmful effects the sun has on the skin, they did understand the concept of tanning. In a culture where lighter skin was more desirable, the purpose of their sunscreen was solely cosmetic. It has only recently been discovered that rice bran absorbs UV light. Jasmine helps repair DNA, and lupin lightens skin. Other cultures have tried their luck at sun protection with varying success. The ancient Greeks used olive oil. That is how you fry yourself. People from the 70s and 80s turning their skin into leather. Some Native American tribes used Tsuga canadensis, so the eastern hemlock. So apparently, like the pitch or like the oil from the eastern hemlock
Oh, it's so sticky.
soothes sunburns. It is so sticky, but apparently it soothes sunburns, according to this article.
I don't know. I don't know if I trust that.
I don't know.
I like want to try it, but I'm also yeah. Well, I'd have to. Get
I'm not
sunburned
going
first.
to try it. I also don't have any eastern hemlocks around here.
I'll mail you some. I'll collect some
Mail
pitch and
you
mail it to you.
some.
That's safe. Isn't there a clause in like the postal service stuff about not sending flammable things in the mail? Which is weird because
every
the mail
letter,
is
every
paper.
letter is flammable.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Now that I've said
It's
it
like-
out loud, it does
Yeah,
sound dumb.
it's like the TSA says you're not allowed to bring chemicals on an airplane. It's like, whoops.
I was just gonna say we got a real funny family story about someone from back in upstate New York that used to ship my grandmother maple syrup every year.
Mm-hmm.
The guy worked on a farm. I think he may have actually been a large animal vet. So the container that he sent it in, that one time it was a canister that kind of popped open in shipping. So the
Yeah, of
postal
course.
guy gets there with a box that's kind of
Yep.
sticky.
Yep.
And she pops it open, goes, "Oh, good, I've been expecting this," and pulls out a jar labeled bull semen.
That's really good.
And then had to
My
explain the maple syrup.
my stepmom has a tradition where she mails a pumpkin to her sister every year. Like because you don't have to put it in a box. You can just write the address on the pumpkin and put postage on the outside of it and then mail it.
And it gets there
With-
in one
within-
piece.
How does
Yeah.
that work?
Within the continental United States, you could do a potato. I saw on Reddit recently somebody mailed a potato.
Okay, I have seen people mailing potatoes.
But
But
how intact is it by the time it gets there?
I feel like as intact as your average postal delivery.
That was my thought.
And it's roll a d20.
Yeah, right.
Especially USPS. I mean, when we get like document envelopes at work, it definitely looks like the last leg of the journey involved the postal carrier sitting on it before it got off the truck.
It's a lot harder to fold a pumpkin, than an envelope that says "Do not fold" on it.
See, we need a nature check PO box, and then our audience can send us exciting vegetables.
A pumpkin.
Oh god.
That's what we get a PO box for.
Post office would love us.
Whoever manages it would have to check it very frequently,
Right.
We would just be, oh, this is our fruit fly breeding box. It's full of a bunch of native plants, and also it would just be 100%.
It's like a
food
tiny
products.
ecosystem inside the post office. Okay, this is a terrible
They'd
idea.
probably send us recipes too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Like, everything you guys talk about on the show sounds disgusting. So here's
Here's
what
some
actual
actual
food is like.
All right. Let's get back into what you were doing. You have magic items.
Yes.
What are you doing now?
I feel like
It's night.
It's like late
Sorry.
afternoon. Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that we'll spend the night.
yes, it is much more comfortable here. I mean, assuming that they don't mind us sticking around.
Yeah,
I'd much rather
do they?
stay here than try and camp out there.
It's cold outside,
It is cold outside.
says the person made of water.
Has anyone, and by anyone I mean our person who can see far, located the volcano yet?
I think we've been
yeah.
able to see it as we've been walking, right?
Yeah.
How far away do you guys think it is?
Make a survival check. Bjarta has left, by the way. Remember, he didn't want to be
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
involved with the
Yarta was not up for
unicorn
fighting a
fight.
magic
Yeah, he was
unicorn.
like, I didn't
Yeah,
sign
it's
up
like,
for
nope.
it.
No,
Seems like
goodbye.
a you problem. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the contract was to the temple doors. There's the temple. There are the doors.
Yeah.
Good day.
All right. Where
Survival?
are my skills?
19. Yeah, you would guesstimate it's probably another day and a half, 2 days of travel-ish.
Okay.
We are not fast, so 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Assuming we don't run into another one of those giant centipede
Right.
demons.
Or any more disappearing rocks, or
Yeah.
caves
Or
full
another
of frost
avalanche.
salamanders, or avalanches, or,
Literally any of the
cursed
things out there.
unicorns,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's only one cursed unicorn per continent.
One would hope.
I mean, we've covered a good, I'm going to say, 1/6 of this continent so far, and we've only run into one. So, like, I feel like that's a pretty good track record.
I feel like you've done
Yeah.
more than a sixth.
Okay.
A 5th.
A fifth?
Yeah, maybe even a quarter. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think so. Because you did, like, most of the central grasslands and, like, part of the desert, and you're doing, like, half the tundra, and you did some of the lower grasslands, and you did a lot of the rainforest. Yeah. I mean, you can see the map. You all can see the map on our Discord.
It's true. That's a very, very good map.
Thank you, Eric, for the beautiful map.
So,
Mm-hmm.
at most, 3 more cursed unicorns by my math.
That is assuming an even distribution of cursed unicorns, though.
Yeah, aren't all animals evenly distributed
No.
across the world?
No.
I guess now that I say it out loud, it sounds dumb.
Yeah, how many elephants are in North America, Peter?
What's an elephant?
An olifant.
Maybe that wine will help with your math skills.
Yeah. That was Cedric's math skills. I need to work on my character voice. I've forgotten if I ever had a character voice. I'm sure I did at some point.
Way back in the beginning you did, but
Yes.
it's been 60 odd episodes since you did
Yeah.
one. So
I lost it with my metal armor.
Aw.
Aw.
And your dignity.
Yeah. And my
Oh.
life.
Oh boy. Anyway.
So,
Anyway.
you two. So we're gonna camp here tonight.
Yes.
Head to the volcano tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So I feel like we should maybe talk about our plans at the volcano. Because I feel like on one hand, we've had conversations where we're like, hey, these guys who are extorting us, maybe we don't want to just let them extort us for all the money that we owe them. And then on the other hand, we just headed to the volcano because it was like, seemed like a good idea and we hadn't been here before and we kind of want to see everything. And that's worked out for us okay so far. So what is our plan when we get to the volcano?
Wasn't there something else we wanted to do at the volcano as well?
I think catch bats for the people who are extorting us.
Yeah, but I felt like there was something else too, but maybe I'm just imagining that. Oh, I guess
think
we were
it
just
was-
looking for more. Was there another temple up there?
I don't think we've heard of any. I think we just kind of like assumed that there would be a volcano temple, but
Okay.
this one's pretty close to it. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
but maybe it's like ice temple and lava temple. You know?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Mm.
So, I mean, as long as we don't have to fight any lava monsters, because frankly, that seems terrifying, and I vote we run away if that happens.
Worse than
Lava
a cursed
monsters?
unicorn?
Yes. Yes. I feel like if I hit a lava monster with my hammer, it's going to melt my hammer, and I'm particularly attached to my hammer. It's,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know
not
if
a
I
magic
mentioned
hammer,
it, but
probably.
it is, the hammer is kind of a symbol for Moradin. I don't know if I've mentioned that before, but yeah, so it's kind of special.
We've made some connections.
Okay.
Mhm,
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, your symbolism isn't exactly subtle, as the case may be.
Yeah. Moradin's not big and subtle.
Yes, that checks.
Yeah. So, okay. So our plan is go to volcano, maybe collect some of these bats, probably collect some of these bats, but not like a lot of these bats, because I feel like we did the math a bunch of times ago that was like, we had to collect like 1,000 bats to pay off our debt. So we're not going to do
Yeah.
that, right?
Yeah,
But
the
this is
bats
like-
are worth 100 gold each, and we owe
34,000 or something.
28,514,
My bad.
which is not a number Nautia would know, but you would.
Yeah, we only have 500 gold more to pay back the bag of holding that we purchased from them in order to pay off our debts more conveniently.
I mean, we can send them other stuff we find on the way too. They like that monster head.
Oh yeah, they did like
First
the
he was
monster head.
afraid of it, and then he was like, sure, I'll find something to do with it.
So, like, if there's
Yeah.
any more weird stuff, we could send that.
Well, there's all this unicorn ichor on the floor. Did it evaporate or is it still here?
I think if I remember correctly, I told you that, like, you were like, oh, we'll clean this up, and turned around, and, like, at first you had thought ATL
Unicorn
was just...
body. Yeah.
Right, that there was a body that was bleeding, but then it all kind of, like, liquefied into this
Ichor,
black
yeah.
goo. Yeah.
So is it
Which-
still black goo?
There's some black goo on the stone floor, yeah.
Hey, you've got some of Fletcher's files, right, Kay?
I do.
Let's
Just like
scoop
already
some of
has
it.
them in their hands.
Let's scoop some of that up.
Yeah. Wait,
Yes,
hold on.
let's-
Labeling's important. And Kay like sticks a piece of paper and is like evil unicorn blood goop stuff on the outside.
Labeling is important.
Don't
Fletcher
forget
would be so proud.
don't
Oh, I
forget to
can put
date
the
it.
date.
Sorry, what was that again?
And
It
the
was-
collector, and what the environment where you found it, and
Temple, Kay, and friends.
you want to send
Kay at all.
Kay at all. You want to send a piece of paper to them that says temple on it.
Stone floor in hideaway in the mountain.
Okay.
Let's just say the mountains.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. The
I
label
don't think
has
they
many
care
things
that
crossed
much.
out.
Just scratch all that out. and
Northern
Just write like
mountains.
demon goo. Just write demon goo.
Demon
I feel like
goo.
it made.
She like folds the paper over and just writes demon group on the outside
my
and sticks the
God.
whole thing on.
Incredible.
All right. Yeah.
Perfect.
They have not found more shiny rocks as of late. They were dealing with the scary unicorn.
Yeah. Are there any, so like we took magic items from this room, and there's a bunch of other like crafted stuff in this room and stuff like that.
You also found a whole bunch of gold.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of everything else that you've seen as you've been sifting through this is like, yeah, it's mundane, like household items, clothing, baskets, bowls, like.
Seems like someone needs to be inundated with household items to keep their.
I feel like the people up here could use that though.
Yeah.
Lively and.
Is there anything that doesn't look like it would be useful to the Muskin people that like are there any like gems or something like that? I feel like
do a search check.
Okay. $15.
Yeah, you take another sort of like, burrow through everything, and no, it's a lot of this looks like either these like few magic items and the money were like, things that people had squirreled away, maybe family heirlooms or something like that. But a lot of the mundane stuff is like they were giving whatever they had because this creature had, installed some hope in the community, which is like nice and sad. But yeah, even though there's a lot of mundane stuff here, which is kind of sad to think about people giving like whatever they had to the unicorn, like you do also turn around and realize that like the Muskin are getting back to work repairing and cleaning up. Like even though Atiel was not what they had all hoped they would be, like they still found community here and are starting to work and live together in a way that, like, Bjarta had told you Muskin don't normally. Like, they usually stay in kind of, like, small family groups, or, like, the men tend to wander by themselves. But, like, yeah, there's people here forming some sort of support group or network for one another, which is nice.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got the vaguest semblance of a plan. So, I want to turn in early, get an early start in the morning.
We might be able to take some soup from the kitchen and like put it, and then you just like heat it up, and we'd have like a meal to go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
the soup here is legit.
Yeah. The Muskin know a good soup.
Mm-hmm. Especially because they're vegetarian, so Cedric has been fed well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah,
you're sleeping here? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you spend the night. Is anybody keeping watch in the dormitory anymore, or are you just sleeping? You had kept watching here previously.
Well,
yeah,
we were a little bit paranoid. Demon pony.
What?
Yeah, these
it's a
Muskin
very
seem
sketchy
cool.
unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The sketchiest. So the night passes without incident. Cedric, you said you had put on the bracers of Quick Strike.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So in late afternoon of the following day, they will start working. Because it takes 24 hours. Yeah. So then the next morning comes and you sort of wake up to sort of the musty, warm smell of like a room full of Muskin, and hear, some of them starting to rise and move about to continue on with their tasks. So yeah, if you want to get soup from Dagmar in the kitchen before you head out, you certainly can.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And then what?
Start walking.
And I guess we'll start walking, yeah.
All right. So if you're going to start walking now that you're here in the mountains without Bjarta's guidance, whoever's leading the group needs to make a survival check for me.
I can do that.
Cool.
I'm bad at surviving.
That's wisdom based, so now it's higher.
Hey.
Yay.
It's good. 12.
Okay. Yeah, so you travel for a good portion of the morning, Again, sticking to flatter slopes and being very careful watching your footing and avoiding super icy areas, just like Bjarta taught you. So give me another survival check, because basically this is how you're quote-unquote supposed to do this, is survival checks every so often as you travel through the wilderness.
Fair, that's fair. Ooh, that's 11.
Oh, okay. The dog just got her kibble in the background. So, in like the midday-ish time, I don't know, are you guys like stopping for lunch, or are you like...
We have soup to heat up.
You have soup to heat up.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've been on the lookout for anything edible that Bjarta showed us like a ton of different berries and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like picking and eating as we go.
Okay.
And,
yeah. So you are looking for sort of like a flat-ish place to sit and maybe like set up to heat up your soup or something. And you find a bit of like a little bit of a sheltered valley. Could I have perception checks to check out this valley where you're thinking about making your soup stop? Yep.
The wrong one.
25.
22.
What's up, Cindy? Oh, what?
Happy New Year.
Cool. Nautia is very focused on the navigating part of this, which kind of makes sense. Like, you were the one leading the group, so maybe you're sort of big picturing, and Kay and Cedric are more small or, local picturing. So Kay and Cedric, you notice that this little sheltered valley that Nautia has led you to and is suggesting as a place for you to set up a temporary camp and heat up your soup. It's all snowy in here, like most of the landscape you've been traveling through. But the snow in this valley appears to be shifting slowly and subtly, even though you don't feel any wind. You can just see little movements.
It's the two ADD kids that are like...
Yeah.
Like,
do you see that, Cedric?
Yeah, I was...
We should poke it with a stick.
Ooh.
We should poke it with a stick.
Okay, but let's not stand on it while we do it, because it looks like it's... Does it look like it's moving, like, downhill, or is it, like, just like, water?
It's
like, is it...
not moving in... Like, there's no established direction. Like, throughout the valley, you can catch little bits of movement, but it's not that all of the movement is, south or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like this is, like, Nadia's leading the group, and I feel like Cedric, like, reaches out and, like, grabs Nadia's pack and just, like, holds her back. It's like, you see that, right? Like, it almost looks like ripples in the snow. Like, kind of like... You see that? It's like... Okay, like, over there. Right there. Right over there. You see? It's like it's shifting.
Oh, is it?
Is there a rock near me?
Yeah, there are
like
rocks.
A small pebble?
Yeah.
Can I take it and throw it at one of the moving snow piles?
Sure. Yeah. Give me a ranged attack with your thrown rock.
Thrown rock. So it's just
base attack plus dexterity.
Base attack plus dexterity. All right.
Lightning bolt it.
The snow?
Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that it hits. I mean,
well, nothing bad happened, so like,
So it just like bounces, or just like poof.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing like burst out of the snow and ate it.
No.
That's a good sign. But like, I'm right that it shouldn't do that.
Can I like fly over it and take a closer look? Not a lot closer. A little closer.
Sure.
Just sort of get a different vantage.
Yeah, you can fly above in the valley. Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Wow, okay.
29.
Yeah. So you sorry, I'm reading my notes here. Yeah, so your natural 20, you see that a lot of the snow here is snow that is sitting still like snow does. And yeah, there are like patches that are shifting. It's difficult for you to tell like how big the patches are, right? Like you can identify that there is movement like they were showing you. It's difficult for you to be able to be like, that's, you know, the outline of the part that's moving or whatever. But your natural 20 gets you that you see one of these areas of shifting snow shifting its way towards your friends before it gets a chance to try to make an attack on them or whatever.
Okay.
So you do not get dropped on or whatever.
That's moving toward you. That's moving toward you.
All right, yeah. Pull my hammer out and get ready. And like take like several steps back.
Right?
Yeah, I guess Kay like runs backwards.
Amazing. Roll some initiative for me then.
All right.
Oh man. I mean, so you have to open up roll 20. Man.
No, there's no combat map for this because it's only the one. It's only the one guy.
Oh, okay.
It's only the one little guy.
Well, that
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got an 8.
I got a 3.
Okay. We're back.
We're back.
We're back. I got a rock.
Well, it kind of makes sense because even though Nautia was able to yell warning at you, she was flying above and away, so she has to come back now.
Yeah.
Cedric.
She's also learned her lesson about flying too close and is definitely flying pretty far away.
Smart. Yeah, Cedric, you're up first.
What do I see?
So the description from the book says, what at first appeared to be just a bank of snow is in fact a lacy, delicate-looking creature resembling an enormous snowflake with a complex structure. So it's this sort of like...
It's the crystalline entity?
What?
From the Next Generation?
Don't worry about it.
It
killed Data's parents.
Yeah.
It's I mean, think about like a snow flurry as if it was a creature, right? So there's, you know, it's snowy, but it's lacy. It doesn't seem like solid 100%, right? And it's very amorphous, and that very amorphous is to tell you that it will in fact be immune to flanking and critical hits because it has no discernible anatomy.
Okay. All right.
How does it fare against being hammered? Literally.
I guess you'll find out.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I'm guessing poor.
All right. In that case, and it's how far away from me?
It's probably like 10 feet away from you, so you can get closer if you'd like.
I'm gonna cast Searing Light at it.
Okay, what does that do?
I make a ranged touch attack.
Nice.
And a so it is a ranged touch. Let's see, that's +4, so 18.
Wow, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, that is 1d8 for 2 caster levels, so 4 or 2d8. Is that right? I'm level 5.
Yeah. Yep.
So 2d8. 8 damage.
8 damage. My favorite part.
If it is a construct or inanimate object or undead, that would change the damage. I assume it is none of those.
Nope, it is none of those, but you can describe what it looks like when you do that.
Well, the spell description says it is a focused ray of divine power like the sun, projecting as a blast of light from my open palm. Yeah, I think it's like that, but it's not like the sun. It's like when you look at somebody welding metal. It's like incredibly painfully bright, like spot of light, like shoots out at it. And then there's like a spray of sparks when it hits.
Nice. Okay. So you did that. Kay, it's your turn. Thank you for using your channel points, Qui-Gon.
Yes.
I'm gonna try and use my gloves of lightning.
Ooh.
Which is a ranged touch attack. So I will do the rolls. Hopefully I'll hit it. Oh, I hit it. I'm guessing. I got 21.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Yay. So I do 1d8. Does snow count as water?
There's no bonus to damage, is there? For those? It was just to
it
the
said
attack.
+3 if metal. Oh, is it the attack?
Yeah, it's
I
to
wrote
the
it down.
attack, not to the damage. Yeah.
I had one job and failed at it. All right. All right. Anyway, 9.
9. All right. More math for Sheryl.
The cursed subtraction.
So bad at this. Yes. Okay. Kay, were you standing like next to Cedric, or were you like farther away behind him? Like, since we don't have a map.
I guess like further away behind him.
Okay.
Try and like spread out so we don't get like all one shot in a group.
They're learning. They're learning. Okay. So how does this work? Okay. So, this snow ooze thing is going to squelch its way closer to you, Cedric. I guess it probably doesn't squelch if it's made of snow. It makes like that nice whispery sound that snow falling in the woods makes. Yeah.
What a cold
Way to ruin the
sound.
sound for Cedric.
Hey! Okay. So it is going to slam you.
Oh, dang.
With a pseudopod, because we love things with pseudopods.
I like my pod's arthro.
Yeah, me too.
That was a terrible roll.
Oh, good.
Be good.
Terrible.
No good.
Terribly
two.
good.
How does it feel?
A 2. Oh.
I rolled a 2, so that is that's an 11 to hit. That it doesn't hit.
That does not hit.
Okay.
That does not hit. My AC is not that high, but it is
Cool.
higher than that.
Can you make a fortitude save though?
I can, and I get to do it with a +1 because of my new vest. That is a fortitude save is +5, so that's 22.
Nice. Okay, so you take 3 points of cold damage as this thing, the pseudopod sort of like lazily slaps out, but it misses you by quite a bit. But now that you are now that you are next to this creature, you realize. Oh, the dice is gone forever. You realize it itself is just incredibly cold. But that is all it can do right now, I think.
All right.
Yep, that's it.
Can I speak as a free action? Can I speak out of turn?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say, it's made out of ice. Kill it with fire.
I don't have fire.
The only time you will hear "kill it with fire" on this show.
From an entomologist.
Yeah. Nautia, now it's your turn since my monster failed so
My
miserably.
turn.
Yes.
Let's see. Am I back in range yet? Because if I'm flying, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty good speed. All right.
Yeah, you didn't go that far away. This valley isn't that big.
Okay. Nope, that's not useful. Sorry, I just like remembered that spells were a thing as Peter was taking his turn. Oh, hi, hello. Don't have a whole lot of useful things. Correct.
Yeah, that's me every time I look at my spells list. It's like, what?
Yeah, because it's also just like I haven't taken the time.
Healing a bunch of people? This is dumb.
Yeah, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with the level 3 spells, so I'm like, I don't know what that one does for sure. Whoops. Is it right next to anybody? Because
It's right
Cedric
next
just
to
hit
Cedric.
it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This is dumb. I have no idea if this will do anything.
I love it.
But Nautia wouldn't either. I think reflexively she's going to try her breath weapon.
Okay.
And hit it with a 15-foot cone of caustic liquid, but aim it not at Cedric.
Okay. What kind of damage is that?
Acid.
Cool. And it gets to make a save.
Yes, reflex 13.
Reflex 13.
Right. Yes, because this is a spell-like ability, so that stays static.
Ooh, that was a nat 20, which makes it a 17, so it passes.
All right, so it's still half. So you get 1 whole point of damage because I rolled a 2.
Man.
Cool.
1 point of sizzly damage.
How fast is that? Does it do anything?
Yeah. Yeah, it's effective.
Oh, I recharge next round though, so that's nice.
Nice.
Or after a round.
Nice. And Cedric, that brings us back to you. You see Nautia come tearing back towards you in the sky and let out her famous breath weapon, and it sizzles a little, edge of this amorphous snowbank that you're fighting.
So now that I know that it's that there's some physicality to this creature, because I felt like seemed kind of ephemeral.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with my hammer.
Cool.
And I haven't had the bracers long enough
Right.
to use them, right? Okay.
Unfortunately.
So,
but Qui-Gon did, oh no, that's an advantage on a check or a save for you guys. Okay.
Yay.
so just reminding
help.
myself, it's the dice plus my melee attack bonus, right? That's my
Yeah, so it should
roll.
your melee attack bonus would be your base attack bonus plus your strength modifier plus any associated weapon modifiers or whatever.
So that is a 17.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Okay.
is a bludgeoning weapon.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, that is.
Okay. So you hit it.
I hit it
And-
for
Okay.
7 damage.
Nope. So you hit it with your hammer, and as your hammer hits you feel very little resistance as you hit it, but what happens is that hitting the jello Nancy was eating earlier, it kind of gets thinner under where your hammer is and boop, splits into 2 smaller.
So now we have 2 monsters?
You have 2 monsters
Great.
now.
Awesome.
No one likes you, Cedric.
But they're both
Hey.
smaller. They're each half
2
the
smaller
size of the
monsters.
original
Yeah,
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now there's 2 of them.
Now there's
Yeah.
2 of them. Is that it, Cedric?
I guess that's my turn.
Oh boy.
We'll call 1 lefty and 1 righty. Okay, it's your turn.
Great.
I guess I'm going to use my gloves of lightning again.
Yeah.
How many
After
times do
seeing
those
that
function per
nonsense.
day?
3 per day.
Cool.
So, if only it were still just one of them,
Right.
but it's okay.
It's
You know.
fine. It's fine.
Okay. I guess I'm gonna do that. I guess. A 10.
To touch hits.
Oh, nice. Damn. All right. Well. All right. 1d8.
Who were you aiming at, lefty or righty?
Lefty.
Lefty.
A 10 damage.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Lefty looks terrible.
Right.
They are both in front of Cedric, and it is their turn, I guess. So Cedric, could you make some more don't do the fortitude saves. They have to do slam attacks first. So here's Lefty. Lefty got a 19.
That hits.
Okay. So that is dice. Nope, that's the wrong shape. That's the right shape. Okay, so you take math is hard. 17 damage total. 5 of that is cold damage, but I don't think you have any immunities or anything, right?
So I don't get to make a fortitude save?
No, because that was just
cold?
the attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the cold aura is what you would make
17?
Yeah.
So you said?
Yeah, the cold
Okay.
aura is what you would save against, but this is just
Gotcha.
Now it has
Good thing we have soup.
It has grabbed you. So then, it has hit with its slam attack, so now it can attempt to start a grapple as a free action without provoking an attack of opportunity. So give me a grapple check, and you have an advantage on a check or a save from Qui-Gon.
Okay. Grapple is +4. Let's see. I'm gonna use that advantage.
Okie dokie.
Sorry, Qui-Gon. That was 2 2s.
Oh, 2 2s.
Yes. So a total of 6.
A total of 6. All right. So Lefty has you grappled,
Cool.
and I guess now it's Righty's turn to attack. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. That's a 27.
27 to hit.
Yes, I rolled really high.
What happened to that crap roll you had like 2 rolls ago? What happened to that one?
No, it's just one.
I want some more 2s.
It was just one. I'm allowed to roll well. I don't
No,
roll.
no, you're not.
I don't roll well when I'm a player, so I'm allowed to have this. Oh, that wasn't so much. Let's see here. Oh, wow! Lots of 1s everywhere on the board, so that's 2 cold damage plus 6 regular damage. So
8 total?
A grand total of 8. Wow, Righty really, really sucks. That was 1s on all of the dice.
Alright, so 25 damage total.
And now Righty does a grapple check on you.
Okay.
Are both of them trying to grapple him now?
Yes.
Are they like fighting over him? Because one have his arms and the other one have his legs. Like, ripping him apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'd rather Mofat kill me than be.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How was that grapple check?
Right. Another grapple check I was rolling. That's good. Damn it. It's a 9.
Oh, okay. They both have you. Lovely, chilly little hugs.
Cool. I didn't realize you could be double grappled. Is that different than being mono grappled?
Not
It just means
especially. It's just there's more entities.
I will not be breaking
in
out.
the grapple.
Cool,
yes.
Cool.
Nautia, that just happened. You
That
can't
just
see
happened.
Cedric for the snow.
Okay, these things just split when he hit them with a bludgeoning weapon, right?
Correct.
But a non-magical bludgeoning weapon.
Correct.
Don't like it. Shillelagh takes a whole round, so I'm like, I can maybe hit them with something magic next round.
You just said that you don't use that until you've used up everything else.
How much does this actually do?
The left one's almost dead, it looks like.
Yeah.
that is true.
I just want to make sure I actually hit it with something that will actually hurt it.
It looks like this is a core memory, I guess. So where I grew up, they don't put salt down on the roads when it snows to prevent slippage and whatever. They put down cinders because I grew up in Pennsylvania where there are lots of coal-powered things.
Yeah.
And so the roadside snow would get this weird gray and black sort of whatever to it. So that's what Lefty looks like because it's been singed by the lightning gloves.
Love
it.
Yes, it
I'm
was
so glad I picked those.
right. Very important that you not eat snow from the front yard.
There it is. Okay, cool. Then I'm gonna cast Produce Flame.
Ooh.
Basically at the one that looks like it's almost done.
Okay.
What
does that do?
I can strike an opponent with a melee touch attack, dealing fire damage. So basically, I just produce some flame in my hand, and then literally I'm just gonna throw it straight down at the thing.
Shove it in its face. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you have to get into melee with it. It says melee touch attack, right?
Yeah.
So you'll need to make a Fortitude save.
Okay.
I'm using my sparkly snow-looking die for the cold damage.
That is not making this better. But
That's a
thank you.
28 Fortitude.
Holy cow!
I got a plus 10 because her con is stupid.
Nice.
That's 1 point of cold damage as you get up in this thing's face.
Bring it.
And now you're producing
right.
flame in Lefty's face.
And then I've got Produce Flame. So I need to do a melee touch attack, which is... That's base attack bonus and strength. All right. That's sorry. Sorry. Yeah. 20.
Yeah,
Dirty 20.
Yep. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right.
And then
your flank
1d6. No, that's the wrong bag. Plus point per caster level, so that's 5, so 9.
9. Okay.
Is it toast? Is it gone?
Yes. Sorry. Did math in my head? Yes. It melts away into a little sad puddle. But now it's no longer grappling Cedric.
Yay!
Great.
Yay! Now you just have wet shoes or whatever. I'm sure they were already wet from hiking through the snow.
They were super wet. Yeah.
All right.
So I fall to the ground.
Well, Righty still has you.
Oh, right. He still has me. Okay.
Yes.
Half of you fall to the ground.
Half of you falls to the ground.
The other half gets dragged face down in the snow.
Nautia, do you is that the rest of your turn?
Yeah, because I don't think I want to disengage yet.
Okay. Cool. Then we're back to the top with Cedric.
Oh my god. Okay.
Now you're back to one monster.
Yeah.
Yay.
Don't hit it again.
Yeah, thanks.
Side help.
Cool. Oh my god. So casting defensively is something I've never done before.
Okay.
But it would take a very good roll to be able to cast anything useful. But I feel like it's the only useful thing I can do.
Okay. So casting defensively again is casting in melee without getting an attack of opportunity.
Right.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
So you have to do a concentration check in order to get the spell off.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I would like to cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself,
Okay.
which is a 2nd level spell,
Okay.
which means it will be a 17.
Cool.
Right. And what am I adding to this roll? This is what
Your concentration skill.
yeah.
So that should be your constitution score plus whatever ranks or points or whatever you have in concentration.
Let's see. I guess I have 3 ranks in it, which my character sheet is telling me gives me a +4, but that's not right, right?
What's your constitution?
1.
Yeah. So 3
Oh, it
ranks
is right.
plus 1
Oh,
it'd be 4.
okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Hey! You get the spell
Oh my God.
off.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Great.
Yay.
Sweet.
Yay. All right.
See, he was worried it would be a big risk, and he beat it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So I heal for that is your moderate is oh my god. 2d8?
I think so.
Right?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Anything else from you, Cedric?
Nope, that's my turn.
Cool. Kay. There's only one
Um,
monster. Cedric is being grappled by it, or engulfed by it, or, whatever.
I might try and use my lightning fingers again.
3 times, all in one day. Cool.
Effective.
Go for it.
That's how I am, Sheryl. It's all or
Cedric
nothing.
is grappled by it, and it's water.
Oh. Well, my other option is to throw alchemist fire at it. So would you like to be,
Shocked or
shocked
immolated?
or burned? She shouts.
I have fire or do I don't have fire resistance, do I? I have heat resistance, but
You
I
have
don't have
environmental heat and
environmental
cold,
heat resistance.
but not yes.
And I don't think it matters.
All right. Well, lightning it is then.
Cool.
He just healed himself.
It's fine.
Great.
Yeah, because the lightning would only hurt Cedric versus the alchemist fire would hit everyone within the 5-foot square. So.
Right, that's true. That would also
So
hurt
that
Nautia.
means,
Yeah,
exactly. So
I
anyway,
will say Nadia's got quite a few hit points at the moment,
Yeah,
so
yeah. We need Nautia to bring me back to
Zappity
life
zap.
after Kay kills me, though.
Zappity
Yeah.
zap.
13 plus
That
7,
hits. Yep.
20.
Yes.
Zappity zap zap.
Okay.
Sorry.
The giggling makes me think she's not sorry.
7.
7. Okay, Cedric, you're gonna take 3.
Okay.
okay.
I can handle that. I rolled very well on my heels, so.
Hooray.
Good.
All right, and now it's Righty's turn. Because that was Kay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm kind. I asked how he wanted to get hurt by me and took into consideration Nadia's feelings as well.
Yeah, you're really growing as a person.
I thought so. I said sorry.
Yeah, you said sorry
did.
when you shot me in the back, too. I don't.
That was an accident, though.
Yeah.
This was on purpose.
Okay,
Mhm.
this doesn't say that it can hold multiple creatures at a time, so I'm going to assume that it can't try to grapple Nautia. So that's good
That
news
seems fair.
for you. So it's going to constrict Cedric, which is fun. Let's see here. So just giving you a little squeeze.
It's like a hug.
A hug. That's 5 cold damage, and then 11 squeeze damage.
Woof. All right.
Woof.
Back where I
Don't
was.
like that at all. Oh boy.
It's just a little hug. And Nautia, because you're still there. Oh no, we did it on your turn as when you approach, so we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay, but it is your turn now. Hooray. So fortitude save.
All right. 24.
2 cold damage.
All right. And I guess I'll try that breath weapon again since I can.
Nice.
So that's a reflex save, DC 13.
That's really close. Let's see. Reflex. Oh wow, a 14, just barely. It has a -3 to its reflex save.
Man.
I know, right?
All right. So I'll take 3 more points of acid damage.
3 more points of acid damage.
I just
Everything helps.
Yeah.
And that didn't hurt Cedric, so you know.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh, and I totally forgot to say, Qui-Gon also got an gimme a boost for you, so that's an extra action for somebody.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, an extra action?
Yes.
Finish him.
Forgot to say that before.
Well, I wouldn't be able
Finish
to.
him.
What I would be able to do this time is basically cast Shillelagh so I could hit him next time with a magic thing.
Hmm.
And that's assuming one of you isn't able to do something. So I think I'll.
I mean, my option is to throw alchemist fire, so.
Oh, this is gonna go badly. All right.
Yeah, because Cedric's got to survive another round. Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like we should give that extra action to Cedric, so that way he can, like...
Oh, I don't know what I would do.
Oh, okay.
Don't you have lots of, like, fiery spells because of Morden? Aren't those, like,
You would think. You
your
would
domain
think.
spells are not fiery things?
Most of my...
Maybe that's Paylor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My domain spells, yeah, no.
You don't like your domain spells?
Protection from evil, aid, and magic circle against evil. They're, like, not super useful.
I mean...
those are the ones I picked.
I was gonna say, those are the
maybe I'm
ones you
just bad
picked.
at picking them.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Nautia, is that the end of your turn?
You know what? Can I use that extra action to cast Cure Light Wounds? While I'm in combat. I mean, I can take the attack of opportunity, so I'll do it. Yeah.
It's not threatening squares right now because it's grappling Cedric, and it
Ooh.
can't.
Okay.
Because
Then,
it
yes,
like this
I
isn't
will-
this isn't a multi-attack thing like a like the mimic was where it could hold multiple people. So
Yeah. So yeah, I will
You'll
take
use
that extra action
Okay.
and
Nadia, heal me
Cedric
while I
from
distract
dying.
it by wiggling.
So that's 10 more points of healing for
Wowza.
Cedric.
Yeah. Way to go, team.
Yeah.
And now it's Cedric's turn.
That helps.
Yeah, that point per caster level starts to actually be useful later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It certainly does.
Yeah, I have nothing useful. Do I have anything? I haven't looked at my equipment. Don't think it's anything useful.
Do you have any other weapons?
I have yeah, all my weapons are, I mean, they deal with like physical damage.
Well, but anything that doesn't do bludgeoning damage?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could try and attack it with my Machweedle.
You certainly could.
Okay. All right. I'll do that.
Cool.
Can I also say, since Kay was making noises about throwing other things, I might step back a bit if I can.
Yes, you can.
5-foot step out of the range of the alchemist's fire.
We never used the
I don't-
Mahuitl.
I have never used it in combat before.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much damage it does.
Wait, we don't have the stats for that?
I don't have them in my character sheet.
Oh no! Hold on. Please hold. Please hold.
Don't think it's gonna matter.
Please hold.
I'm pretty sure I missed. Even though I assume I have disadvantage because I'm being grappled, right?
Yes. Well, not
Yep.
disadvantage, but yeah.
Yeah. A penalty.
Oh, the stats for a Mahuitl are the same as a Morningstar.
Okay.
I thought I remembered that. We made up stats
Yes.
for the Atlatl, but we just said a Mahuitl was like a
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So what did you get for your hit?
Would it still be? It's still like my strength modifier.
Yeah,
It's still my melee.
it's
Okay.
a melee weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a total of 6, plus whatever minus I get for being grappled.
Okay.
So.
Pick high or low.
High.
Okay. So you do hit it, so you can do some damage.
Interesting.
Right.
Okay. I'm just looking. Morning Stars 3-5. They do.
Should be piercing.
A D8.
Yep.
Yeah.
8.
8. Wow. Yeah. So you flail about with your obsidian club.
I feel like it's still like
chainsaw.
kind of even half in my backpack.
There's just so much obsidian on this thing. And you just rip and shred this snowy creature. It is not done yet. It is still holding on to you, but you did quite a bit of damage there. Yes.
And it's not
It's the
splitting.
least dignified attack that
Yes.
Cedric has ever made. Just saying a lot.
Yes, you're right. Nautia did not split. And Kay, it's your turn.
Okay. I have question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Infusions.
Uh-huh.
Is that something like I have I have like 3 per day.
Yeah.
Right. I wrote down what I wanted, but I don't exactly remember how they work. Is that something that I do like now in battle, or was it like
Let me look that up again, because
I think that's something.
Oh, casting time,
right?
1 standard action. Never mind, I got you.
yeah, but wasn't there something else about like there was something about you being able to like make that not make it shorter. But no, that was for things that were longer than. So yes, you can cast them in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, but that like takes the round, right? Because you only get 1 standard action per
yes
per round. Okay. Well, the alchemist fire, it might be that. Because I'm just gonna go for it. He's like, watch out!
Do you have anything slashy? Do you have anything that cuts?
She does.
Yeah, you got a
I
sword,
do.
don't you?
No, she has.
Oh yeah, I have a sickle.
She has a
Oh yeah,
sickle,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I guess I could do that. All right, yeah. I guess I hear Nautia shout, and then I'm like, oh, and then pull out my sickle and just run towards it.
Okay, fortitude
I'm
save.
picturing though like alchemist fire in one hand. And
Yeah,
being like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have resistance to cold as an Aasimar.
Yeah, it's resistance what?
I wrote it somewhere, probably.
I can find it.
Resistance 5, I wrote.
Okay, cool.
Wow.
It does nothing even if you don't make the save. So
Epic.
Cool.
All right,
Nice.
so I run in screaming with brandishing my sickle and go for it, I guess.
And go for it. Look at that. Kay ran into combat
17.
for you,
Wow.
Cedric.
That's like a
17
first.
hits. Damage.
And damage.
Roll some damage.
1d4. Hopefully it's enough. I got a 1.
Plus your strength is plus 0.
My strength is 0.
Okay, you did 1 damage. Congrats.
Their reroll. No, Cedric used it to reroll his
there's
stupid 2.
No
Roll another 2.
Rude.
Continue.
Okay, well, it's gonna squeeze you again.
And then okay.
And then what? Oh, no, go for it.
Oh, can I take a 5-foot step back?
No, because you already moved.
Okay.
So, well, if you, you didn't use all your movement, so that's fine. You can. I'm just saying that that wouldn't count as a 5-foot step, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
It's just part of your movement. Yeah. It's gonna
Okay.
squoze Cedric again. 5 cold damage and 8 squeeze damage.
Okay.
Squeeze.
I'm still alive.
In a winter wonderland. Nautia. You're up in its face. Fortitude save. Whoops, wrong thingy.
Yep. 16?
Wait. 16. Where's the thingy? Hold on. Oh, that's a fail. So 4 cold damage.
All right. And then now that I know that slashing is an option, I'm just going to claw attack this guy.
Heck yeah.
Yes. Nautia in feral mode.
I
do
just
love
get to
that-
do this once, right?
I do love that bludgeoning was bad, and so we immediately were just like, no physical damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, because I'm used to things that split.
Right.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
slashing usually is anyway.
Yeah, does your attack say full attack 2 claws or something? Because you could,
I'm not sure.
because 1 claw would be a standard attack, but you might have full round attack is 2 claws and whatever.
It says full attack 2 claws.
Okay, yeah, so you could do 1 or 2. Depends on if you want
Okay.
to move or anything else. Yeah.
No, I just want to stand here and try to kill this thing.
Okay.
So can I just do it twice?
2 claws. Go for it.
All right. So the first one is 22
Uh-huh.
to hit. And the second one is a dirty 20 to hit.
Yes.
All right. And then I just pulled those guys out. So that's a D3 plus 2. So that's 5 and 3, so 8 points.
Yeah. Nautia, tell me what it looks like as you destroy this thing that's grappling Cedric. This snowy, airy, amorphous goo.
So, sort of from Cedric's point of view, there's this thing in his face, just this flurry, right? And then you just see these 2 claws just swipe up through sort of the top of it, and it just
Nice.
Nice.
Like a
and
snow
falls to
globe.
the ground. Yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
They beat the monster.
So Cedric is gonna fall to his knees as soon as he's not grappled anymore,
Yep.
and heal himself again.
They always wind up change. Well, he always winds up changing all of his spells for the day into healing spells.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's all of them. It's a good thing he can do that, because the number of times that I've seen him do that and go, oh right, and then go, oh no, I can call an animal.
Yep, you can call an animal. He can call healing.
And I can't call a magic animal that breathes fire, so.
All right, well, you killed that one, which was sort of at the head of this valley where y'all had entered. But you can see that the valley appears to be more or less crawling with these things.
Yeah,
How about we don't go through this one?
Yes.
Seems like a good idea.
Yes, I definitely
Awesome.
don't want to do that again.
Cool. So then whoever's leading the party, can you give me another survival check to find a different way and a different place to heat up your soup?
Let's try somewhere else.
Yeah.
Anywhere else.
Anywhere else.
15?
Yep. You find a safer path that doesn't involve snowflake oozes, who might have just wanted some soup, but, didn't go about asking for it in the most polite way. Yeah, so...
Hey, like, stashes her alchemist fire again.
Yeah, that's also one that doesn't recharge daily, so, like...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All the rest of our stuff, like, tomorrow we'll get some of that back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your alchemist fire thing from the Remoraz is you have 2 of them? Is that right?
I have 5. I used 1 at one point, so I have 4.
Do you?
You
Oh.
rolled insanely well to
That's
collect
true.
that, I think.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because that was one that's like, she could burn her hands
Yeah,
off, and
and then-
instead she, like, rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has lots
When
of,
it counts.
lots of good stuff. Yeah, so Nautia finds a better place for you to make lunch.
Great.
So you have a little picnic in the
Nice.
tundra.
Somewhere that doesn't have snow on the
Soup.
ground, probably.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Swoop.
Bet Cedric really appreciates that soup now that he's cold.
Yes. I am cold. I am wet.
Mm-hmm.
I am injured.
Miserable.
I feel like I sprained a rib
Mm.
being crushed by that thing, which is
So yeah,
unpleasant.
here's my question. Since I have resistance to cold,
Yes.
does that mean I don't get like environmental cold either?
No, that's cold.
Okay.
That's cold damage.
Oh, okay.
So like hot, like a hot or cold or like fire or cold damage is different than like environmental fire
Okay.
or cold or so like
Okay.
if you have like fire damage resistance and you are like walking through the desert, you can still get like heat exhaustion. But if you like stuck your foot in lava, you could get some damage reduction, and if somebody cast fireball on you, you'd have some damage reduction, right? So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. Well, now that you've had lunch, what's next? Keep on keeping
Continue
on.
on.
keep
going.
on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess I will also be keeping an eye out for munchies and or shiny rocks to maybe put in the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And or more snow monsters.
Right.
Also
Yeah,
that.
you can use survival
that.
checks or perception checks to, keep an eye out on the landscape for different things.
Right. I guess first I'll do a survival check for us moving onward.
I did 14 perception.
That was an 18.
Okay. Yep. You are moving safely in the direction of the volcano.
Yay.
Yay. Okay, you don't see any more snow monsters.
Yay.
Good.
Yeah, and so how long are you going to travel, you think? Are you going to set up camp in the evening?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you are setting up camp,
More soup.
more soup. Can you give me perception checks? Yeah, you've traveled a good full day. Nadia's estimate is that, sometime tomorrow you could be at the volcano.
Okay.
22.
21.
22, 21,
23.
23. Wow, yeah. So even though they're not making any noise, you all happen to see them up in the sky. Really pretty, actually, because it's the sky has, the sunset, so it's like, pale pinks and purples and, fading into the blue of night. And there's this trio of white or gray horses flying through the sky and sort of, like, looks like they're sort of like playing, cavorting, among the little wisps of cloud. And it just makes like a very pretty image against these like sunset colors. And they sort of start like flying lazily, in interesting patterns across the sky, but flying like in your direction.
Oh, as soon as I see them, I'm like grabbing our shit and trying to hide.
Okay.
I mean, like, literally this morning I was like, there's probably like 3 more unicorns in this place.
Okay, you're gonna try to hide?
Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah. Wait, what are we doing for stealth?
We had stealth was its own thing. It was a combination of
It's
it was a combination of hide and move silently.
Move silently. Yep.
Okay, I just gotta figure out which one of them I replaced on this character sheet with.
They're both Dex.
Okay, yeah. It doesn't matter. I got an 18.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. What are the other 2 of you doing while he hides?
I guess if I see him hide,
also
I
am
will
like
also
shit.
You what?
If I see him
Okay.
hiding, I will also hide.
Okay. You guys can hide.
I just have this like image of Cedric just like jumping into a snow pile and his like butt and legs hanging out.
Yeah.
Do you think they're dangerous, guys?
I mean, literally killed a unicorn yesterday, and you think this bunch of flying horses are not associated with that?
I didn't have bad dreams about these ones, and they also don't have a horn.
Can you tell that from here? They're very far away.
Nautia, stealth?
14.
14. Okay, Kay, were you hiding or are you just standing around?
I guess I'll hide and they're hiding. But I feel like I just gotta look at them like...
Amazing.
I apparently do very good, though.
That's kind of your thing.
It's kind of like
You're at the road. You should
29.
be good at that.
Yes, that's...
Yeah.
Like,
She's just like very
literally-
casually like,
literally the
Okay,
highest
and
Kay
just
has ever
vanishes.
rolled. Yeah.
yeah. She vanishes. She's like, what, do you guys really think they're dangerous? And then we just don't see her.
Yeah.
They just killed
throw my
Kay. They
voice.
just disintegrated Kay.
I like throw my voice too, so you can't tell where I'm
Yeah.
standing.
So you've hidden yourselves in a way that maybe you can still see them, especially because they come down into this little area where you had been trying to set up camp, and you probably didn't get to grab everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they sort of land at a distance from where you had been, and you hear in your minds this sort of like light, echoey voice. Are you still... Did you go away? Did you leave?
Are you gonna eat us?
Did you
Don't
just like
talk to the
shout that?
the demon
Yeah.
unicorns.
Are you gonna eat our soup?
Not
Are you
Can
gonna
we
eat
see-
us?
Can we from here? Can we see, 1, do they have horns, and 2, do they have like, are they winged?
Okay. No, they don't have horns. No, they don't have wings.
Okay.
So there's 3 of these horses. Kay is probably the most familiar with horses. So they appear to be sort of like young. They're not like full grown, but they're also not like foals specifically. And their fur is like one of them is white and 2 of them are light gray, and they've got long flowing manes on their necks, but also more long hair kind of like down the backs of their front legs, and that their main hair is one has white, one has silver, and one has like light gray hair. And they're sort of just like just looking around where you had been.
You gonna
I feel
talk to
like
him,
they're
Kay?
fine, and Kay just like unhides herself.
Okay. And they sort of like, look at you and nod a little, and you hear again in your head this like a sort of ethereal, echoey like, Oh, there you are. Hello.
Hi. Do you eat soup? Do you want some soup?
What soup?
It's like hot liquid that you eat with vegetables in it.
Oh, we like vegetables.
Seems to be a theme around here.
Is
They're
this?
going on.
Oh, sorry. Does Nadia has she heard anything about flying horses, or does this strike any sort of memory?
Knowledge local or knowledge nature, yeah.
Okay. So I'll try nature. 10. I always roll low on those.
I mean, you've like heard stories of flying horses before, like Cedric, suggested like Pegasi with wings or whatever. So like, yeah, you know that like flying horses are a thing, but like what these are specifically, yeah.
These don't have wings. I don't understand.
No. But you continue to hear in your minds, you are not Muskin. We wanted to come see who you were and meet you since you're different.
We are not Muskin. We are different. We're trying to get to the volcano. It's tough out here. There was a snow pile that tried to eat us. And by us, I mean one of us. Anyway, and Kay's like sits down and like starts heating up soup, I guess.
You shouldn't get too close to the oozes.
Oh, that's what they're called. It's weird. They don't really ooze so much as flurry. But yes, we did get too close. I threw a rock at one.
Oh.
Yeah, whoopsies. I didn't know it was alive. I thought it was just like weird snowdrift.
We don't like them. They're very sticky.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are sticky in a way. Yes, one of us got grappled. Kay is like heating up soup while nonchalantly chatting about oozes, I guess.
Come back out and join Kay.
Telepathic horses.
What'd you say? Well, yeah. So they're not doing the Mr. Ed with peanut butter. Like they're not moving their mouths. It's just telepathic. Yeah.
Which is how Atiel also communicated, right?
No, you heard it echoing in the room, but you did not see a Mr. Ed mouth moving.
Okay, but we didn't hear it in our heads. We actually heard it.
Yes.
Okay.
So, what are you guys? Not like. I mean, I've never seen a flying horse before. No offense.
Oh,
You've never seen us before, but
No.
I've never seen you before either. So.
Oh, we call ourselves a Sperry.
A Sperry, that's a pretty name.
Thank you.
Well, I call myself Kay, and that's Nautia coming out of the snowbank. And there's another guy in there too. His name's Cedric. He hasn't come out of the snowbank yet, but
I kind of like wave from the snowbank.
we had a not so great run-in with a horse recently, so he's a little traumatized, I think. But I don't know. You guys seem fine.
That was a unicorn.
Oh, we are not
A horse?
unicorns. No.
It's hard to tell from far away, though.
That's all right.
So, like, what I say as I, like, climb out of the snowbank.
That's all right. We don't have horns, but we can understand there are lots of different kinds of creatures in the world, so we are
True.
just
We're
one
not from
kind.
here, as you guessed.
Not from the mountains?
No, yeah, we're from south, like really south.
Oh, very far south.
Yeah, like where it's not cold south.
Oh, the winds don't blow as much down there, so we have not been. We like the
Oh,
mountains.
do you guys like float in the winds?
Yes.
That's awesome. I can float in the winds. Nadia can fly. I can't fly.
Can I have all three of you make will saves, please?
Oh no. I ruined it. Oh, good.
This is. Do I get to add a +1 for my vest?
It's a save, yeah.
All right.
I got a 20.
Okay.
Got a
25.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you say Nautia can fly, and they all sort of like look to her and go, "Oh, do you ride on the wind too? You look a little like a bird with your wings."
Sort of, yeah. I'll just sort of fly up.
Do we feel anything at all?
Nope.
Okay. All right.
And then fly back down. And continue prepping the soup.
Okay, yeah.
How long does soup take to cook?
I mean,
Kay's like stabbing like frozen vegetables out of it.
Right, yeah.
Patience is wearing thin. It's done when I run out of patience.
Yeah, Kay's one of those people that eats the
Relatable.
lava hot pocket like immediately.
Yeah.
Look, it's done. I'm eating it.
Yeah, so they appear to just sort of like they don't have anything like specifically conversation wise. They're just sort of curious about you. But if there's anything you'd like to ask them, hi puppy.
Oh
Do
yeah.
you guys know how to get to the volcano? Are we going the right way? Do you guys go there often?
I mean, we fly around it. We would go by wind, but you can't all
Oh,
fly, can
yes.
you?
No.
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 Oh.
I'm stuck on the ground, unfortunately.
Well, you are close to the volcano, so if you go in that direction, you'll get there.
Encouraging. Thank you.
We're actually hoping to encounter some of the bats that live in the volcano. Is that something you guys know about?
I don't know anything about what lives inside the volcano, and they all sort of like look at each other and shake their heads.
All right. Any oozes or anything like that live in the near the volcano that we should watch out for?
Just the snowflake oozes around here, as far as we know. There are lots of them where there's snow. They like warm creatures like all of us.
Oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. I am delicious.
Incredible. Incredible.
Do you guys have like individual names?
I knew you were going to ask that, and I didn't have them ready.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait. I can't remember how to spell it. Gosh darn it. Anyway, I was trying to type in Hwinem names, but from Gulliver's Travels, but I do not remember how to spell Hwinem.
No.
Yeah. The only vowel in the word is a Y, but there are multiple Y's, and I don't remember how to spell it. Sure, they have individual names. I don't know what they are. You can make up some good horse names. What would you like them to be named, Kay?
I don't know.
Sparkle, sunshine, and rainbows.
Oh my god. Yeah, I can understand why you couldn't remember how to spell it.
Right.
HOUYHNMNMS.
Ah, there are more vowels than just Y's in there. That's why I was messing it
yeah.
up. Hwinem. From one of the lesser known
vowels in
parts
one.
of Gulliver's Travels.
Swift apparently intended all the words in the Hwinem language to echo the neighing of horses.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're
Amazing.
also... are they also telepathic? I don't remember. Maybe they actually talk. But they're highly intelligent horses that have their own society that he goes and visits.
Nice.
And that's the last part of the book. The last of the 4 travels. But anyway, we're very off topic. My English major is showing. Is there anything else you'd like to ask the Asperi? Otherwise, we can go on our break.
I don't think so. I think we just
No,
enjoy soup
I'm
together.
like not
Okay.
interested in chatting with these magical horses. I'm still too traumatized by my literal encounter with another evil magical horse yesterday. Kay, who's afraid of everything except for the things that are trying to kill us.
I had tea with a bad guy.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Hey, he was a dwarf. Most of them are all right.
Most unicorns are all right too.
In my sample size is very small, but all the unicorns I have encountered have been horrifying monsters. So,
Anyway,
All
Cindy,
the
you were
dwarves
gonna
I've
say something?
encountered have been horrifying monsters.
That's
but
not
we
true.
don't talk
There are
about
plenty
that.
of dwarves in this city. Good lord.
Yeah.
Cindy, you were going to say something?
Oh, could I try like a sense motive? I'm just like, can I get
Yeah.
a sense of them? Like, what's...
Yeah.
It's a natural 20, so 22.
Oh, yeah, totally. So, yeah, you again, you know, and are good with animals, and these are like highly intelligent creatures, so they're not just regular old animals, right? These are more magical beasts. But yeah, they seem highly intelligent and very like friendly, mostly like in a curious way, right? Like they came down here to examine you, but like they don't have any ill intentions. They're just young and curious. Yeah.
Okay.
And you did
And they
say
do
that
seem young, so
yeah.
like,
and
so
they knew
like
of
they're
the muskin and stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So are there are more of you around here, right?
Oh yes, of course. We just we fly in small groups and ride the wind, but we belong to a bigger group.
That makes sense. Cool.
Kitty.
Kitty. Yeah. So yeah,
I don't
if
know.
they
Kay's
seem
just
cool,
very
she's just gonna
content.
enjoy the company. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And share soup. Do they like the soup? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, again, the muskin made it. It's vegetable-y, so the horses like it.
Excellent.
Similar diet, yeah. Yeah. And then you all bed down for the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess so.
Awesome.
Are we protected here? Are we gonna like die?
Well, I mean, you're not in, like, any danger of, like, avalanche, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, kind of.
Yes,
I
Nadia
think we
found
should
you a
Probably
good
watch,
take
though.
watch though.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we are outside. We should definitely take watch.
Are
Do
we
the
in
horses
danger
bed
of...
down with us, or do they
Yeah.
like?
No, they
go on
eventually
home?
fly off to
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
go.
Yeah, I was
somewhere.
like, I'm not gonna sleep with
Oh
these
my
horses.
God.
That's fine.
Uh-oh. Cedric's been too burned.
Trauma unlocked.
Trauma unlocked. Yeah, Kay was never religious, so it doesn't matter to her. She's like, I had a horn, it was bad.
All right, so who's taking first watch?
I guess I'll take first watch.
I'll take last watch.
I'll take middle.
Okay.
Kay is like scraping burnt
perception
vegetables off the bottom of the.
checks.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
I got a natural 1.
a 19.
25.
All right. Yeah. So the Nadia and Kay night and your watches pass without incident. Cedric, you were taking the
last
last watch. Yeah. So you wake up. And it's that time where, like, the sky is starting to lighten in the morning. So it's, like, it's cold, which is reminding you of, like, the snow monster that had you yesterday. And you're, like, constantly checking the sky, worried that the horses are going to come back. So you're feeling very, like, paranoid, but nothing bad actually happens. And while you slept, you leveled up.
What?
Yeah. Hey. Oh, I have a quick question.
Yes.
The per day spells, is that like a 24-hour clock, or is that like I slept and it's like
Long rest.
Yeah, it's a slept thing. Yeah.
okay.
Well, especially for you because you don't prepare spells.
Right.
For the two of them, it's, you have to like prepare your spells at the right time every day. Yeah.
You just have to determine
So
what time of day
my
you're-
lightning fingers are back again.
Yes, you have lightning fingers again.
I love them so much.
I can tell. I can tell.
I have the magic touch, Sheryl.
All right, so we're gonna go on a little bit of a break to give Cedric a chance to level up, and I can get some more water, and Nancy can play with her dogs, and Cindy can get some more tea or whatever. But we'll be back in a little while with some more game and see where they go from here. Bye. Hello, we're back. Sorry that was taking a minute. We wanted to make sure that Cedric had ample opportunity to level up, and I wanted to make sure that I had the OBS situation under control so that y'all could see important maps as we map things. So you all wake up in your camp, Cedric feeling better, although paranoid during his watch. What are you doing today?
Keeping on the good fight, I guess.
Yeah, keep moving that way, I think.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hold on a
Very
sec.
carefully.
Hold on a sec. What's
Oh
happening?
no, what's happening?
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
It's okay, I still have to pick spells.
Okay. That's good. Why? Hold on a sec. Hello? Oh, do I have this muted? Is I being dumb?
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Where's
okay.
my...
I was just being dumb. I thought I couldn't hear us, but it was just me not having my laptop set up correctly. Anyway, we're good. Yes. Cedric
So many things.
Picking a spell, so many things. I have so many windows open on 2 computers right now, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really super proud of this next part. So here we go.
Let's go. Let's try
go.
not to fluff it, team.
Let's go. Yeah, so Nautia, are you continuing to lead the team towards the volcano?
Yeah, let's
Cool.
do that.
Let's do that.
Is she good at continuing to lead us to the volcano?
pretty
Only the
well.
dice will tell.
You guys can tell. Famous
Only
last
the
words.
dice will tell.
Where is my character sheet? I've been shuffling papers
Oh,
over here. I
God.
don't know where anything is.
What's happening?
Survival, so that's 17?
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so you continue traveling through the morning. Again, keeping safe footing, no more snowflake oozes, no more anything really concerning. You are in, the high mountains again, and you sort of, it's quiet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
Well, and you've been traveling from the Cesar primarily east through the mountains. But in order to get to the volcano, you eventually have to curve, northeast and then north, because the volcano is on this sort of like weird little promontory of land at basically like the north central, part of Arda. So like the absolute middle of the absolute top is where this thing is. But yeah, you are headed in the right direction throughout the morning. Another survival check for the midday.
12?
Awesome. Can't get lost now. Yeah, and eventually you make it to, you're pretty much there. So now, my question for you is, what do you do now that you're here?
Are we trying to get to the summit of it?
Yeah. What do we?
How
what do we
big
see?
is this volcano?
So it's incredibly tall. And it doesn't come to like a pointy point on the top, as many volcanoes don't. But it is very tall and very broad. So yeah, you could certainly try summiting it. You could look for some other way in or around. It really depends on, what your plan is from here.
Is it classic cartoon, like smoking out of the top?
No, it's dormant right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't see any signs of lava or magma.
Mm-mm. Nope, not immediately.
Does it seem tall enough that we would not be able to breathe very well if we got very high up it?
I mean, that's all very relative. Cindy and I had a wonderful conversation last week about altitude sickness. So, really it depends on the person and the altitude. It's not so high that it's not Everest where like you literally can't breathe at the top, but it's tall. It's the biggest mountain on this continent.
Okay, that's a fun fact.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest mountain on my continent is 20,000 feet and change, and you do need oxygen up there, so... so...
Not quite.
Wanted more details.
Not
okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Pick a slightly shorter volcano.
Slightly shorter volcano.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of the 84 that are here?
Yeah, that is the interesting... Do we... Cedric doesn't know... Actually, no. I take it back. Cedric might know something about volcanoes.
Mm-hmm.
Is this whole mountain range, volcanic?
Give me some sort of, your knowing rocks and stuff.
Stone cutting?
So put that bonus on, like, a knowledge nature or something.
Okay, so, let's see. Knowledge nature would be a +1, and then stone cutting, I think, is an additional +2. So, call it a +3.
Cool.
For my knowledge volcano.
Knowledge volcano.
16.
Pencil that one in.
Yeah, so you have been seeing signs of this for a while. There's obsidian on your Mahuitl, and the people of the desert have obsidian tools and weapons. You've seen lots of granite and other like metamorphic rock in the mountains that you've traveled through. So yeah, pretty safe to say that like there's a really good chance that a lot of this mountain range happened because of well, obviously because of tectonic activity or perhaps volcanic activity. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I guess I just expected like a big
Lava to
shiny
be,
arrow
like,
or something
yeah.
to go here.
Oozing
Like,
down
we
the side
made
of it.
it.
Yeah. So, some volcanoes have naturally occurring tunnels around them, you know? So, this could be one of those. We could try wandering around looking for those, maybe? Like,
This is your department.
true. That's fair.
I've never seen a volcano before. I don't know. It looks like
Well,
a mountain.
You have now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I'm kind of underwhelmed. It just looks like a mountain.
I think now cast your mind back to all the other mountains that you've seen that were volcanoes, but you didn't realize they were volcanoes. does that a
I don't
little
think I've
trippy?
seen any other mountains.
What?
We've been walking through mountains for days, Kay.
Oh yeah, I
We
guess
walked
so.
through an entire mountain like a week ago.
And you were in the mountains when you visited the Raptorans?
Cliffs, like, I don't know. I guess I just expected them to be.
How big do you think mountains are? This is
don't
like
know,
a
I've only-
decent sized mountain.
I don't know. I've only read about them. I thought they would look bigger.
As far as I know, this is the tallest mountain on your continent. And
Okay, well, I guess I just expected like lava to be coming off of it, and it to be hot, and it is cold, and
Well,
a like relative
lot of times there's-
triangle sticking out of the ground.
a lot of times the lava is only like a short term thing. There's not like always lava.
Yeah, I'm kind of underimpressed, to be honest.
Well, we should go inside of it. See if we can see inside of it. And then maybe
We
we
should
can
go
see some
inside
lava.
of it and not up it.
Well, I mean, up it seems like a good starting place.
I could fly around it first and kind of
yeah.
just take a look for maybe cave openings or see if
Oh,
there's
that's a
anything
good
else that
idea.
looks noteworthy.
I'm
That sounds like a great idea.
taking notes because Kay's not impressed. Nautia, you're
Sorry.
gonna fly around it and look for cave openings.
Yeah. And then
Sorry,
just also
team.
see, like, what is the situation at the top?
Mm-hmm.
We will. I assume that's going to take you like several hours to fly around it. So I'm gonna make lunch.
It'll be a while.
Cool.
Yeah.
Make lunch. Perception.
Do you have another reroll?
Disappointment. I don't think so. Disappointed
no.
perception. No. That's
It's a
it.
natural one.
A natural
Oh.
one!
Never mind.
Well, time to go home.
We came to the volcano. We saw nothing.
How do you catastrophically fail this scouting expedition?
Is there something for her to run into by accident?
Probably.
Like, basically, this is like she goes out looking for
The
stuff and
dormant
gets
volcano
lost.
hiccups.
Yeah,
She what, Cindy? Did you say get
like
lost?
gets lost.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
don't know.
god.
Just
okay.
like
Sure.
I don't know how you fail literally looking.
Yeah. You wind up like you're going sort of like you're trying to be very thorough, right? So you're tracing sort of a path that goes like up and down the slope
Mhm.
of the mountain as you go around, but like at some point you lose track of like whether or not you've gone one full rotation around or maybe more than one rotation
Yeah.
around, and you cannot see Kay and Cedric anymore. But they're making lunch.
And have
Man.
no idea when to
Indeed.
expect me back.
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah.
Mountains were pretty big. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure. I'm sure she probably like stopped on the other side to like take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably. I bet she's like foraging for berries or something.
Yeah.
She's
Petting her bird.
She's super panicking, but trying not to panic. Yeah.
Okay.
Is
Is what?
Arena, is she with you?
I would assume
She
so.
is.
Yeah.
She's like, that was fun. We're going on an adventure.
Yep. It's just
Can
a bird.
Arena do anything useful?
No, but like once you realize you're lost, I'll let you do a survival check to figure out where you are.
I mean, there's
All right.
literally the biggest landmark on the planet, on the
Yes, but
continent.
she's
is
like-
right there.
That's not the problem.
Is that survival?
Yeah, she doesn't remember where around the base of this very large object she left you.
Yeah.
15?
Okay, yeah, so it takes you a little bit of time, but eventually you re-find your friends. Ooh, excuse me. Yes. You
Cool.
re-find your friends.
You're back.
Wow, it must be pretty big, no?
It's so big. She
We-
comes back. She's like, she looks distressed.
Aww.
We made you more soup,
He's
but
like-
it's cold now. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We can
fine,
heat it up
everything's
again,
cold.
though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
like
it'll just be
pokes
kind
the
of
coals
overcooked.
with like a
Yeah.
stick. How can you overcook soup?
I mean,
All
eventually
the
everything
veggies
gets
get
mushy.
Soup is already mushy. It's mush.
Only when you cook, Kay. That's
I
what I keep
don't know what
saying.
kind of soup you're eating.
Well,
It just
I'm
means she's always
sorry.
overcooking. She cooks
I guess
everything
it
too
will
hot
not
too
help
long.
anymore.
Mhm.
All right.
He cooks by just adding more fire.
Pretty much.
So, did you see anything?
I don't. Not really. I mean, it's a big mountain. It's really big. I got lost.
Oh,
Did you get
okay,
lost
yeah.
and notice anything, or did you just get lost?
Like, I got super lost.
Oh. All right. Well.
All right. Well, it's okay. Not everybody's got a dwarf's sense of mountains.
Speaking of, you could walk around it, Cedric.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's gonna take me 3 days to walk around it. The big
Oh.
mountain.
That is true.
But sure. I mean, we don't know what we're doing here, so
We don't. I mean, we have to get bats, right? And we decided the bats are not worth it. We
we
just,
don't
like,
even really
leave.
have to get bats. We just thought that seemed like a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, if there's nothing here, we could just leave.
Yeah.
We saw
I
it.
mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind getting
Check off the map.
some more obsidian. Like if we could find some more of that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's pretty nice. For like crafting stuff like that.
Mhm.
I mean, it's been a while since I tried making those arrowheads out of obsidian, and so maybe I'm better at it now.
Or you could bring them back to Koi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could pick up some stuff.
Yeah, sure. Where are you gonna look for it? In the snow? In the cave
Probably-
that Nautia couldn't find?
I mean, maybe I can find a cave because the whole dwarf.
I mean,
dwarf
like,
thing.
you have a better idea of where caves are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Should we all walk together to find a cave?
yeah. I mean, we could split the party, but
Yeah, Nautia already got lost. I mean, she made it back, which is good, but that is not. I mean,
Wasted
yeah. I mean,
a
if
lot
I
of
run into one
time.
of those snow oozes without you
yeah.
guys,
What if they like?
pretty
slurped
sure I'm
her?
just gonna fucking die again. So let's stick together.
All right.
Kay gives Cedric one of her alchemist fires.
Okay.
All
right,
So
so you
if
mix
you get stuck
this
in
bottle-
those,
So you have these two bottles.
Mhm.
And you chuck them really hard.
Mm-hmm.
The glass has to break.
Mm-hmm.
got it.
So, like, if something is, like, slurping on you, you can just, like, pull it out and go on its face.
Wouldn't
I mean,
that like
you'll
catch my
probably
hand on
get
fire?
Yeah, probably, but it might also catch their hand on fire. And if you roll around in the snow, you stop being on fire faster.
Cool. Yeah, this sounds very great. Thank you.
I mean, if you don't want it, I'll take it back.
No, it's fine. I'll take it. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so the trio of you are tromping up to and looking around the mountain.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So you are approaching it from the south, as it were, right? So do you want to start by investigating sort of the southern face? If we pretended it had a square base for a moment, do you want to start on the south, or are you going to investigate starting in a different cardinal direction?
I mean, where we are is fine.
The area where we are makes most sense. Yeah.
Perception checks.
Perception checks. Here.
Nautia's still disappointed.
It was a 2 this time, which means it's an 11.
Cool. What was that, Kay?
19.
19. Cedric?
Nat 20 for a 28.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow. So, Cedric, highly motivated to look like you know what you're doing now that you're looking for rock stuff. You do, in fact, find 3 cave openings of some kind here across the southern face of the mountain. So, Monty Hall style, there's one to the right, one to the middle, and one to the left. Like, they're spread apart a distance, but there are 3 of these, openings that you could choose from.
I vote the left one.
Do I have a sense of which one might be better?
The left one.
I say ignoring K.
Better as in...
More likely to lead into the mountain, less likely to collapse on us.
With your nat 20, the one to the far right has some, like you can see, it doesn't seem as dark, if that makes any sense, inside.
Yes. I vote right one.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, I thought you were going to fight me on it.
I mean, I just picked one at random. If you actually have an idea. You do actually have an idea. Are you also just picking one at random?
No, I have a feeling about the...
You have some good juju coming from the right one?
I don't know if it's good, but it's juju, we'll say. It looks the most interesting to me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, awesome.
Good. Okay, so I have to do so many things right now. Please bear with me.
Oh boy.
Yep, you better believe it.
Is it a puzzle? Oh no. We're so bad at puzzles. I'm so bad at, and everyone else is better at puzzles than I am.
It's even better. Okay.
Is it better? Is it better or is it worse?
It's absolutely
For whose
better.
definition of better?
Okay, so if you are on Roll20, or you are the audience, and you can see the screen, you can see the map. Let me do some revealing. You guys have 60 feet of dark vision, correct?
I do.
Yes. It's a black square.
I know, it's a black square. Calm
square.
down. And then...
Tiny gray block.
Yep.
Oh, is it a dungeon? Are we playing Dungeons and Dragons?
You better
Hopefully
believe
not,
it.
Because we are not high enough level to fight a dragon yet.
It is
Okay.
so big. Okay.
Maybe there's like a bearded dragon. We just like.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that as an idea. Okay.
Our audience would love to hear us describe killing a bearded dragon.
That's gonna be so sad.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you are. You can see things now.
Yes.
So this
Is the blue stuff water?
no. So this big area here is a bit of a like magma-y pool. Like it's not completely bright red, glowing like, but it's also not cooled to the point of being rock, right? So there's a little light coming from it. And then on this map, all of the other blue will be walls.
Okay.
Wait, the blue, so the blue is walls?
Yes, all of the blue except for this big pool of blue is walls. So, like, Cedric, there's a wall pretty close to you, and Kay, there's a wall, 15,
Gotcha.
20 feet away from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Floor is lava.
Floor is lava.
Awesome. So this pool,
So this pool.
is it like liquidy, or if you like step on it, will you like slowly fall to your death? And
I mean, you could try and find out.
I suggest pushing Cedric into it.
No. No.
No. Okay.
I've added lava to the map.
Thank you for that.
There we go.
I appreciate the lava.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
It's so
You could throw
bright.
some rocks in it and see what happens, Kay. Is this exciting enough for you? You were like, I want to see lava. It's a volcano. There it is, right there.
There it is.
Put a rock in it.
I mean, like, I'm just saying that I read all these books, and it's like they swing over a bubbling lava pit, and there's like smoke
But if we
everywhere,
can-
and this is not
But
that.
if we could
Well,
maybe walk around it, that would be better.
Yeah, that does sound better. But hey, you've got rope. If you want to attach some rope to the ceiling and then swing across this lava pit, me and Nautia will watch. And
I'm super
magically
great
heal
at
you
tying
afterwards.
knots. Remember how good I am at tying knots?
Mhm.
But it's just like, I don't know, it's like in all the books, it's like this river of like molten hot lava, and it's like, like, and they're like running away from the lava that's going to eat them alive, and this is kind of like a
Yeah,
I'm
our
gonna
lives
wander
don't
over
have
there
enough.
while they're having this conversation and like find a. Is there a rock or pebble or something? I can just sort of
Absolutely, there are
toss
rocks and
in?
pebbles around here. You betcha.
I would like to find a rock and throw it in that lava pool
Okay.
and see what happens.
Yeah, so it kind of like bounces off a few of the like black sort of like hardened chunks, but eventually bounces into one of the like, open spaces where it's brighter, and you just sort of see it like slowly sink. And of course it's going to melt in there. Yes.
We wouldn't sink super fast, but
Also it's lava.
like we'd start burning pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah.
all right. Well, let's just walk around it, I guess. To the left. Let's go.
All right,
To
to
the
the
left, to the
left. To the left. To the left.
Yeah, Kay, I'm kind of surprised that you're complaining that our lives don't have enough excitement. Like, who are you and what have you done with Kay?
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, it's
Sounds like
not
you're
what I
complaining.
imagined.
Sounds like you're complaining a little bit. You were all, oh, it's not like it's in the books.
It was more like it's not how it was in the books. Period. Statement of fact.
Okay. Okay. I mean, and like turning to Nadia, like, I mean, do you feel like her tone was a little bit like complaining?
I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes.
That's true. Her default tone is pretty complaining.
I can hear you too.
Yeah, I meant for you to hear it. I'm still drawing shapes.
That's fine.
I guess I like just keep walking up here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't forget to check for traps.
In what? The lava field?
I don't know. You're the
We don't know what's
one
here.
who
We don't.
understands how devices work or whatever. Or you could let me go first and I could check for like rock falls.
All right, well then go first. Start walking.
Which way are you walking?
You tell me which way you want me to go.
So yeah, you chose to go to the left around the lava pool, and now you can see that there are at least, like you could keep going sort of left around and then up past the lava pool, or you could go to the left.
Oh, yeah. Do we have any sense of whether we should, I'm asking Kay and Nautia this.
Mm-hmm.
Should we be like quiet so that we don't scare these bats?
Probably.
I
Or
don't
should we
see
be
any bats.
loud so they attack us?
We've like never been quiet in our whole lives, except for that one time when you tried to hide from the horses. So, I just say
I'm
we
not
just,
convinced that those horses weren't evil.
Why? They didn't do anything. They just ate some soup and left.
Yeah, but in a like suspicious way.
Were they suspicious, or are you just suspicious?
I mean, I feel like I'm justly suspicious.
Kay goes to the left because Cedric is walking or talking and not walking.
Cool. You
I'm
go
looking around
to
at the
left.
cave walls to try and
Yeah, I'm
like
keeping an
assess
eye out
their
for.
integrity.
Okay. So that's a Cedric. That's you using
My stone
search
cunning.
to yeah. Okay. And Nautia, you're perceiving monsters and whatnot.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cool. Give me some rolls.
Kay is just blindly walking.
Love it.
17.
17. Cool. You don't see any monsters.
14.
14. You don't see any traps or like rock falls. I will say right now, thank you to goodearthgraphics.com for their virtual lava tube map thing that they've got here. I learned so much about lava tubes.
Oh, is this
Nice.
map is an actual lava tube?
No,
shape?
well, no. So the map is a lava tube, but I made it up. But I
Okay.
learned about lava tubes from this virtual cave, and also from the USGS and from the National Park Service Hawaii Volcanoes website, but mostly from the goodearthgraphics.com virtual cave, virtual lava tube, where I learned about all of the cool structures and weird things you can find in a cave, and I hope the viewers can see some of the virtual cave on the screen right now. So as you're walking, you might see lava balls or lava blades. Lava blades are weird little like horizontal structures in the wall from lava that was left behind, and lava balls are often in the ceiling, and like they're literally like stalactites that just like are ball shaped.
Balls.
Yeah. Which is very cool. So I didn't know that those kinds of formations could exist, but now we do. It's very cool. Yeah.
The only lava tube I've ever been in was around Mount St. Helens,
Nice.
where
Yeah.
there is there's a really cool population of gorilla bladits that live in the lava tubes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is the other thing I learned, is that there are lots of cool arthropods and other creatures, animals, plants, and fungi that only live in lava tubes, which is really kind of cool that they like have their own bespoke ecosystems. Is neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we are in the lava tubes. I've never been in one, but they're fascinating, and we were going to a volcano, so here we are.
Hell yeah.
Mm,
In the Galapagos, on the Santa Cruz Island, you can walk through the lava tubes.
nice.
I have done that.
Nice. Alrighty. Yeah, so you continue on down this sort of squiggly path to the left.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. And sticking together,
Sticking.
even though
Yeah.
we're moving
Together.
in spurts as
Yes.
the three of us move our
Sorry,
characters.
as I reveal the map. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. And eventually down this little squiggly left, you come to an opening that you can see the snowy outside again from this opening.
Oh, okay.
To your left. Yeah.
I bet this is the entrance to cave number middle.
Could
Don't
be.
you think?
Yeah, probably.
All right. I say we head up north on the map.
Like back through the tube and then go up to the top,
No, like
outside.
North.
Like, I
to,
feel
Does this go? Does this go further in?
Yeah.
It looks like it goes further in,
yes,
right?
like north this way where you haven't been yet.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Like I was thinking like south on the map at least is out.
Yes.
But north is further in. Right.
Yes.
Just for grins, how much does Nautia actually know about bats? Because I know there are probably some
Oh.
bats in the jungle.
Yeah, give me a knowledge nature check. You'll love to see it.
16.
16. Most of the bats that you know about eat fruit. Some of them are awake during the day, and some of them are awake at night. But the ones that don't eat fruit either eat bugs or drink blood.
All right.
All actual bat facts.
Random bat fact that I know.
Yes,
So
please.
in the Amazon, there's fishermen
Yeah.
bats, and they can swim with their wings.
Yep.
What?
They're really big
What?
too, right?
Yeah, that means
Those would
they're
have
like
to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
like the body is like that big, maybe. Maybe a
Yeah.
little bit smaller.
Yeah.
The wings are like, eh.
Yeah.
They smell too. They have like a
I'm
bat
sure.
smell.
A bat
You can
smell.
when they like fly past you when you're on the canoe, you can smell them. They're like
Nice.
musky.
And they're diurnal?
No, they're like crepuscular.
Oh, okay. Nice. We have a whole bunch of bats in the room right next to my office/lab now because a neuroscientist/behavioral ecologist moved into our department and she studies bats, and so do her grad students. So now we have 2 species of fruit bat, and they will be acquiring some big brown bats as well. So the 2 species of fruit bat obviously are not native to North America, but the big brown bats are. I'm not allowed to go see the bats. The only people allowed in the bat rooms are the ones who have had all their rabies vaccines. Even though these are captive colonies.
Yeah. The least fun vaccine to get, I think.
Right,
is what I've
yeah,
heard.
yeah. Although my friend, who was one of the grad students working with these bats, he said that it did not knock him on his butt nearly as badly as the first COVID vaccine did.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
Interesting.
But everybody reacted to that one differently, so...
Yeah, very hit or miss.
Yeah.
But isn't rabies like 5 shots all at once or something like that? Isn't it like pretty hardcore?
No, I thought it was like a progression where you go in like multiple times.
Yeah, it's a
for
progression.
shots.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But he said that the first one just made him so lethargic for the day after he got the shot that he just like couldn't do anything, just laid around, which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that happens to me pretty often, so.
Yeah.
Bat facts. I love bats.
Bat facts.
I love bats so much.
Yeah. I would be tempted to get a rabies shot, just a rabies vaccine, just so I could go see them. I feel like that would be really cool.
I would.
Bats was definitely one of the groups of animals I was strongly considering like focusing my studies on when I decided to go to grad school. So,
yeah.
You know. But there are not nearly as many people who study bats, so it's a little higher barrier to entry.
Pretty popular around here.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Austin is
Austin.
known for bats. We've got... So that's why I was asking, like, what does she know about bats? Because I know that, like, if you want to find the bats here, you got to be out at just the right time at dusk. But that's also when I think the insects tend to be out.
Yep.
So that's sort of the start of their day is they all fly out and then spend the night. And then, generally speaking, around Texas, if you do see a bat during the day, stay away from it because it's probably sick.
Animals that are supposed to be awake at night, being awake during the day, usually not a good sign.
Yeah,
good sign.
we had a lot of issues
avoid
with
animals just in general.
I
Just
mean,
wild animals.
Yeah,
Just don't touch
their
them.
space.
Yeah, give them their space.
Yeah. Except that they really like the stadium at A&M, so
Oh.
we end up having to.
We should
sort of
give them
deal
the
with-
stadium then.
I would be fine with that because I do not care about football at all. Bad
Yay,
Aggie, no
twinsies.
biscuit. But yeah, there were times that it was like, oh hey, by the way, we've got a portion of the stadium cordoned off because there was a not dead bat, but on the ground. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I didn't see bats around the stadium lights as much at Penn State, but I saw nighthawks a lot, which was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's not so much around the lights. It's like they I guess there were lots of spaces they liked,
they like
so
all
they
the
would
nooks
just
and
live up
crannies.
there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. They can fit through very small spaces, a lot of our native bats.
Oh yeah.
Well, a lot of them are also just very
so
small.
tiny. Yeah.
they're so
Yeah,
tiny.
in North America, most of the bats are pretty tiny. If you're going to more tropical places and looking at a lot of fruit bats, I mean the bumblebee bat is tropical and it's incredibly tiny, but a lot of the fruit bats, like flying foxes and stuff, are a lot bigger.
Yeah.
And then
There's a reason it's called a flying fox.
the vampire bats are so tiny and adorable.
So, what time of day is it now that we've brought this up?
So that was what you did lunch. So it's probably like late afternoon, early evening now that you're coming in here.
Well, let's keep wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah.
And
Just keep
looking
exploring.
for anything valuable looking.
Stuff.
Awesome stuff. Sorry, I was slacking on my revealing of the map duties. Okay, here we go. Boo 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 boo. Boo 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 boo. Dee 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 dee. Okay, cool. There you are. Are you continuing? So you've gone left as far as you can go, it looks like, and now the passage continues north, as it were, up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so away we go.
Oh, what's this?
I should also mention for audience who may not be able to see the map, because again we do have podcast listeners, these tunnels are pretty wide, like 20-30 feet in some spaces. Some places they're narrower, but yeah, like lava tubes can be really big and very irregular, which is another thing that I learned when I was looking at like how they're formed and stuff.
Yeah, this is very different than like the limestone caves that you'd be familiar with on like the east coast of North America, where it's like, you know, you could be, you know, huge caverns and then like tiny little like crawling through. It's like they're kind of like uniform almost, like or like they're irregular, but like the size is not just like big bubbles of space that maybe are connected and maybe aren't connected. It's like no, something like flowed through here.
Exactly. Yeah. And the floors are actually relatively flat. Like they're a little ribbed, sort of like in the direction of the hallway itself, not like horizontally like rumble strips, right? But that's another thing I learned, was that the kind of the pahoihoi, the kind of lava that tends to make lava tubes, like leaves behind like a fairly flat floor with like a few, you know, sort of like ridges of the direction of the flow.
Interesting.
But it's actually pretty easy to walk, which is nice.
Nice.
All right, so now you get here to this sort of like big opening where you see multiple directions of travel available to you. Okay, is going to the right.
Yeah. Looks like we could go north.
Want to see what our options are.
East and maybe also south.
Yep. Okay. So Kay, you go to the right and you see this kind of like big irregular-ish like room-ish and E, where you see the big giant letter E.
I was going to say someone has carved a giant letter.
No. E is, in fact, a hole in the ceiling that you could choose to look up through if you so desired.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We're definitely looking up.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So if you look up through that opening, you all have dark vision, which is just so convenient for you. You look up, and quite a ways above you, you can see that this is a window that sort of like opens up into like there's more open space above you that looks like tunnel on, you know, either side of this little window thing. And windows are another feature of lava tubes.
So we can see all the way out?
You don't see out. It's still unlit tunnel above you. But
so
this window appears to lead to tunnel that's above your heads by a bit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, Nautia, you can go up and check that out, or we can keep walking.
Yeah, I guess I can go fly up there and just sort of look around a little bit.
Okay, just be careful.
Yeah.
Okay. Nadia's flying up the
Oh,
window.
no.
My dice are all fired today.
You got my dice tonight.
Oops. Crap.
Another one?
It's different die, too.
You got a 1?
Got a natural one again.
Incredible for your look around. Awesome. Okay. Well, so, sorry.
Run into the thing and run into the wall and knock myself out.
Yeah. She just comes falling back down the...
Does she actually?
Do you want to knock into something and fall unconscious?
I mean, maybe just knock my head and hurt myself. I don't necessarily need to go. Does it, here's the question. Does that thing go down too, or is it just up?
No, it just goes up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can take 2 points of smacking your head on the ceiling, on the wall damage. And you are now in another tunnel.
Oh.
This is the part where I reveal to you just how cool this thing that I did is and just how proud I am of it. This is a multi-layered maze of lava tubes.
Oh no, these are red. Does that mean that's...
It's level 2.
Red is the walls on this level.
Okay, red is just the walls. Okay,
is
so
the
it's not
walls.
like hot.
No, when I eventually...
Did the dungeon music change?
No. When I eventually someday show you the Machiavellian graphics that I used to create this multi-leveled maze, you'll understand that I needed all of them to be different colors so that I could keep track of them while I was doing so.
That's fair.
Because layer management
boy.
is important.
Yeah, I guess I'll just sort of look around a little bit.
Okay. She's going this way. Friends can't see anything, but Nautia, for the audience, is going kind of in a southwesterly direction.
So basically, you
map.
guys heard like a thump and an ow,
Yeah.
Are you alright?
and then she's like, "I'm okay." There's more tunnel up here, and she's gonna keep talking, I think,
Okay.
and not go too far. So sort of, let's go this way a little bit.
Okay.
And then maybe kind of turn and go back the other way a little bit.
Okay. Cool.
Sort of see, like, does it
Is
look
it
like this is
big?
worth exploring? It's comparable to what we just saw, right?
Yep.
Sort of size-wise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of looks like more of the same.
Oh.
The map square, the map like templates on Roll20 are in fact the same dimensions. I don't suppose you'd want
Okay.
to know what those dimensions are.
Nah.
No.
They're like, no, it's too big. We don't want to know.
Yeah, it looks very similar.
Mm-hmm.
You should come back. We explore
Yeah,
this level.
I'm gonna come back down,
Okay.
Maybe there's stairs somewhere.
maybe,
Ah,
or like
yes.
I could like drop a rope and you guys could climb up, maybe. But
Lava
like,
stairs.
Yeah, what's the difference in height?
Huh?
Like how high up is floor red versus floor blue?
how far did I go?
Probably like 50, 60 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
So we could rope that, assuming you could find something to tie your rope to. Is there a lava ball
Probably.
tie a rope to?
Let's see if we can find a
We
really
know
big
how good
rock
Nadia's
outcropping
rope
or
tying
something.
skills are.
Yeah.
They're
You're
very
one to talk,
good.
Cedric.
Yeah, when I leveled up, I was like, "Oh, I could put some ranks in to use a rope." Nah.
Nah.
My favorite part of mine is that Mephits have a +2 on use rope with bindings. So
Right.
basically, I
To tie
interpret
people
that
up.
as to tie people up or to get out of trouble or to get themselves
Exactly.
out of trouble.
Exactly. Exactly.
So not necessarily load bearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not
I
necessarily.
like to
load-bearing.
interpret that. I like to interpret that as she's really good at making confusing knots.
I know.
Oh, this is just like you can tie fun knots at like as a party trick.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Like what's
But
the
by
one?
fun, I mean it's just absolute chaos and you can't figure out how to untie it.
Oh,
Hatchet
I
knots.
thought this was like you're like, and I can do a monkey fist or whatever.
Nope. Nope, that would require skill.
Okay.
As Nancy says, hatchet knots.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was definitely assuming it was Mephits or party kids, and this is just bondage stuff. Like you're just like, yeah, I'm really into
Like extracurricular
No, this is-
activities.
This
Mhm.
is being extremely good at tying shoelaces together.
Okay. Yeah, that seems very on brand too.
Yeah.
What's up here?
What's up where? Oh, up here. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
She's
Sorry.
going off the map already.
Sorry. Ah.
Into the darkness.
Oops. Crap. Shoot. Too many buttons, too many windows, too many things that I'm trying to do at the same time because I made this massive, beautiful
Yeah.
maze for you, but now I have to keep track of so many things all
That's
at the same
DM
time.
life. You're like, I've got
trying to stick
87
together at least.
tabs and 6
Yeah.
different programs, and
Yeah.
And then you're like, you should DM a one shot.
You should. You don't have to make it as complicated for yourself as I do. I'm just I hate myself.
Extra.
She's just thorough.
I'm just thorough. I'm a monster.
yeah, this is a problem of your own design.
Okay, does a 15 hit your armor class?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Is it a trap?
No.
It doesn't.
It
My
doesn't.
armor classes.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All right.
Haha.
Cool.
Ha!
Haha. Awesome.
What happens?
Huh? Nothing happens. I mean,
Nothing happens.
she probably like feels something in the area, but you don't you're not hurt or whatever. But if you'd like to make a perception check, you can.
Me? That I didn't.
I mean, everybody can if you want.
I would like to.
Oh,
I mean, what I
yes.
did,
I'm-
Different
I didn't
die.
get hurt, but I did I feel something to.
You felt kind of like a whoosh past your face.
We probably heard a clatter.
A clatter?
in-
Did something hit the floor?
Nope.
After it whooshed past her face? Nope.
Nope.
Oh.
I mean,
cool.
I'm just constantly kind of paying attention to the walls and trying to look for things that might fall on us and shit like that.
Well, I got a 9 for my perception check,
26.
so I
Awesome.
noticed nothing.
Awesome. You notice nothing, but Nautia, you hear boy. You hear like a kind of squelching. It's pretty quiet, but you hear some squelching that sounds of a rhythm that could be footsteps. And you also you notice like these are all rock tunnels, but it's actually pretty dry in here. So the squelching is weird, but also this like musty smell that you're smelling is weird. Like this doesn't smell like the rest of the tunnels. There's something different here.
Hey. There's something in here with us.
Someone?
Something at least?
Nautia, does a 14 hit your armor class?
No.
My god. Cool.
She's tough. Most of that is natural armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got +5 natural armor.
Amazing.
Hello?
So,
Is this your lava tube? Is yours taken? We can go back.
if we're potentially going into combat, I'm going to cast Bless on my friends. Right?
Okay.
Can I
Are you back here, or are you closer to them?
No, we're sticking together. Yeah,
Okay.
wherever I am.
Cool.
Right there in the middle. And I assume does Bless work the same way that it does in
No.
No, of course
You
it
have
doesn't.
to read the text.
Oh
my god.
Okay, it's all allies get a bonus to attack rolls and saving throws against fear.
Cool.
Against fear, nice.
Alrighty. Cedric, does a 22 hit your armor class?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. So you are going to take 7 points of damage as you
Ouch.
feel like teeth, but like weird teeth. I don't that's not a great way of explaining that. But like
No, it's not.
You feel like teeth bite down on you. And you smell this like mustiness like very strongly as whatever this is bites you, and you see absolutely nothing.
Oh, awesome.
And I feel like that's a great place to both roll initiative, but also, I don't know, do you guys want to try to put combat here in the end? Unless
I do not. I need to make a
not.
presentation for a class that I'm teaching tomorrow.
Oh, well, in that case, let's not make Nancy late on her assignments.
To be fair, I learned about this assignment last night, and I was busy all day today, so like...
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm just being bitten by mysterious teeth and we're leaving it there?
Being
I
bitten
was
by
just
mysterious
about to
teeth.
say I'm casting light on my staff.
Yeah, I was gonna cast daylight on, I guess, myself.
Are you
My
serious?
umbrella.
Oh, this is a
Okay,
really
we need to talk
interesting
about the
question.
spells you guys are preparing because we all have dark vision.
Well, she can't prepare daylight. It's just a thing she has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's innate
Okay.
to her being an ASMR.
Yeah, no, if she can do that, then I will hold off. But
Then yes, Cedric is being bitten by mysterious teeth, and Cedric and Nautia smell something pungent and like pungently musty. And Nautia heard squishing and squelching.
And Kate
like
cast
it.
daylight on her
I have
umbrella.
no idea
Kay
what this
cast
is.
daylight on her umbrella, and we'll just have to wait until February to find out what happens. Woo!
it's only a couple of weeks though.
It's only a couple
Yeah.
weeks. In the meantime, hang out with us in our Discord, check out our Instagram where I've been posting silly clips from our episodes, including like our one-shots and stuff. You can hang out with us on Twitter or whatever. Check our schedules to see when we'll be back here next. But we appreciate
February
you.
12th.
February
Is
12th
our next game.
is the next
February
Arda
12th.
Campaign game.
Yes,
Yeah.
next Arda Campaign.
February 12th. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget.
You have the whatever. Thank you, audience, so much for hanging out with us.
This
this
digital
evening.
calendar does not exist.
And we will see you next time. Bye.
Next time. Bye.
Bye.